I'm a minute late.
Then, by extension, I'm a minute late.
That's
Oh no.
that is very true, actually.
Are you a punctual person? Would you say?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. I mean, like, didn't we have this question about like 10-ish or like 7-ish?
Oh yeah, like, what time do you arrive when somebody says, "Oh yeah, come at 7 o'clock"?
Yeah.
Like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. How does it depend on how many people are there? Like, depend on what you're doing. Yeah.
Exactly. And like my
Yeah.
answer is like any time so long as the hour starts with 7 is 7-ish.
Right. Yes. Um.
So yeah. So that's what's up. Welcome back, y'all. Duff Dog, Ghetto Bob, Michael, Fats, Eric, John the Greek. Okay, this is great. This is great. Opus.
This is great.
All these returning early folks.
Yeah, I'm always on Twitter checking the sliced hashtag, obviously. And it's like popping off right now. Like everybody's like, let's do it. Sliced time, playoffs. Go.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I'm super psyched.
Yeah, I'm pretty I don't know, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed with how active the Slice community's been.
Yeah.
So, props to y'all. Props to y'all.
Y'all are the sliced community.
Yes.
We're just your overlords or something. No, I'm kidding.
You know what I didn't do, Meg?
What didn't you do?
Which I'm doing like right now.
Update the chat command.
That's exactly what,
I knew it.
That's exactly it.
Because you know what I didn't do, Nick, is remind you to update the chat command.
Luckily, like almost all of our contestants' Twitter handles are just their name. So.
Oh yeah. That is handy.
Yes.
Should I change my Twitter handle to Meg Rizdal since I've started to really go by Meg instead of Megan?
I don't know. Is that?
It could break a bunch of stuff, right? I think.
It could, what would it break?
I don't know.
What?
It feels like an unknown. Feels like an unknown.
What like? Do you think you're gonna break like links to like certain sites or something?
People's like links to my profile, which now that I'm saying that out loud sounds ridiculous. Yeah. I was quoted in some article. It was like one of those things where like some company goofs up and a bunch of people tweet about it, and then they like feature those tweets like in a news article or something. Like I was that for Shutterfly because I think I got like an email that was like, "Congrats on your pregnancy" or "new baby" or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And I tweeted about it, and so that link in that article from like 2014 would break. Nick.
Well, I'm sorry. What do you say to that?
I'm just trying to plan ahead. Like, what if I become verified someday? Then once I'm verified, then I can't change it because then I lose the check mark, right?
Oh man, that's true. That is true.
Yeah. I feel like things are gonna get heated tonight. I just realized I should turn my air conditioning on.
Oh.
It's like what is it? 90 degrees, 91 degrees here. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, while you do that, welcome chat. Data Dude, welcome back. Kanzi, welcome back. Thanks for that Prime sub, John the Geek. Appreciate that, dude. Samuel Crane, welcome back. Greg, welcome back. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals, semifinals, second round of the playoffs. Like we keep using like all this different terminology. Like, is it all the same? Teach me some sports.
So the quarterfinals would be like what we're in right
Okay.
now. Like this
Okay.
is our round of 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then our semifinals would be next week, which is our
Yep.
round of 4.
Yep.
And then
Semifinals. Okay.
our finals would
Yeah.
be our championship round.
That's the championship. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I am wearing a sweater. I also have a blanket on my lap just because I like to be comfy. I just want to be comfy. Yeah. It's a little ridiculous, I know.
Wow. How do you feel about like the contestants like hardcore training for the playoffs right now?
I think it's great. Yeah, I think it's awesome how much like our contestants have really gotten into the whole show. You know, I think like 2 of our contestants are in the midst of like moving house right now, but they're still like all about the sliced like it's the commitment's cool. Like they're clearly like just as into it as we are, which is awesome. Obviously, you know, they make the show. We couldn't do the show without our contestants, so the fact that they're invested is pretty great, I
Yeah.
would say.
I'm actually really surprised as to how like you said, invested and committed some of our contestants are, not because I didn't think they would be, but because I didn't think that Sliced would take on that competitive fire that it has in the last handful of weeks. So
People
uh,
don't humiliate it on the internet, Nick.
that's that's true. That's true. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to see everyone's new tricks and maybe folks refined old tricks. You know.
Yeah. We
Uh,
certainly saw some new tricks last week, so won't surprise me if we see more tonight.
that's right. Um, almost ready to get going, y'all. Who's everyone rooting for tonight? What's what's the vibe of the chat tonight, y'all? Any fan favorites from chat? Do we like Jesse?
Oh yeah.
Do we like Julia? Ethan? How about Josh? Everyone. Wow, Gregory going with everyone. That's that is spicy. That is spicy. Oh, Julia. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Rescind everyone, and we are on Team Julia now. I just want everyone to have fun. Okay, Professor Peter going with the high road approach. There you go. Who's the underdog? Technically, by way of vote, that would be Josh. So Josh was the second person voted in through chat. So it would be Josh, but I believe by slice standings, I think that's actually Julia. I think Julia by slice standing in the
I
regular
think
season.
Julia and Josh are actually tied in our standings. I think they both have 55 points from the regular season, if I'm not mistaken.
This is, you know,
Yeah.
this is literally what like
They're tied.
broadcast statisticians literally do what you just did.
Correct. You?
Yes, they actually just correct me.
They correct Nick Wan.
That is what they
They're like, what
do.
does Nick Wan have to say about this?
Yes.
So let's figure out how he's wrong.
Yeah, Marv Albert just like, oh yeah, Nick Wan's incorrect tweet tonight is. All right, y'all. I know we have fun, but it's time to get serious.
SRS.
Serious. Um, we'll get with you all in a few minutes, all right? But welcome to Sliced. I hope you all have a good time. We'll see you in a few minutes, all right, y'all? Welcome back, Meg.
Welcome back, Nick.
What's so funny?
I'm just like in an unusually good mood tonight. I think I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited for tonight's show. So that's it. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Well,
I just had some caffeine. I told you, right? Like I was feeling like sleepy, and so yeah. My poor Meg. Here we go. Yes.
Wow. I feel the energy, Meg. I feel the energy. Yeah. And I hope y'all in chat also feel the energy. I hope everyone in chat is getting hyped for the playoffs. We are in the second match for the quarterfinals here. Two of our contestants will continue. Two of them, unfortunately, this will be their last slice of the season. But before we talk about all the nitty-gritty, let's meet our contestants.
My name is Jessie Mostapek, and I am a data science evangelist at RStudio.
My name is Julia Silvie. I'm a data scientist and software engineer at RStudio.
Josh Polk-Ampart, data scientist, Boston Bruins.
My name is Ethan Douglas, and I'm a data analyst at The Athletic.
And right now, oh God, what am I doing? Oh yes.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Okay, it's as if I haven't done this for like 10 weeks now, Meg. Right now we are.
No, are we in season 2 already? Yeah.
We are on Jessie Mostapek's screen, and what do we know about Jessie, Meg?
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about Jessie. So Jessie is our only contestant who is making it to the playoffs today, or the what did we say? Quarterfinals?
We are in the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals via points that she got during the regular season. So she was in 4th place overall among our contestants. Like I did for the playoffs last episode, we did a little bit of like pre-show Q&A with our contestants tonight. And so I had a little chat with Jessie. had a few questions for her that I wanted to share with the audience tonight. Her words about, first, what is her favorite or best breakfast? What's her take? She says it's a bodega sandwich. Duh. I actually really I don't know what that like means. Like I want like a few more details about that. But if anybody in chat has some,
it's like a sandwich you get at the bodega, you know?
Yeah, but like, is that like is there like more to it? Like, is it like are there various kinds of sandwiches you can get like I know what a bodega is, but I don't know like what kinds of sandwiches you get at a bodega. But in any case. Duh is the answer, so I really should know better, I guess. Bodega flavor, it tastes like linoleum tile. I am trying my West Coastness, it's true. And then second question we had, which our contestants didn't know how topical this question was for tonight's dataset, but we wanted to know, are our contestants cat people or are they dog people? And in Jessie's case, her answer may surprise you. She's both. She's both a cat person and a dog person. That answer may surprise you because if you've watched her stream, you've probably caught some glimpses of her cat, Jinx, who is incredibly cute. We love Jinx. We love Jinx. Most adorable orange cat ever. So, and then finally her words for our Slice viewers tonight, that's you, is chat vote, best vote. So...
All right.
Just a little reminder that we've got a chat vote, so you will get to weigh in.
And we'll get to some of the scoring changes in the playoffs. If y'all didn't catch it last week, some scoring changes as we continue into the playoffs. Let's talk about Josh Polkamp Hart, and he has a little note. It seems to his brother Noah. Happy birthday to Noah, his brother. And it looks like he implores those who can support the local farmers and the food industry for local, I guess, local distribution and local farms. Check out localharvest.org. And good luck to his opponents. What else do we know about Josh Polkamp Hart, Meg?
Yeah, so I can tell you a little bit about Josh from his performance during the regular season. So Josh is one of our contestants who is voted in through chat, meaning he is not Jessie. He is actually tied with Julia for points. Coming in from the regular season, he brought with him 55 points. Unlike Jessie, he did not kill it in chat vote, so he has 0 chat vote. Let's see if he turns that around tonight's episode. He's done pretty well on data visualization, so he's found some golden features. He's also gotten 30 points in data viz, which is quite good overall. But he only has 5 points in modeling. We have seen a little bit from Josh on Twitter that he plans to spend more time here. And maybe I can tell you a little bit more about his answers to my pre-show Q&A when we take a look at Josh's contestant video. What do you say, Nick?
That sounds great. And
awesome.
Look at this. What is this, like a tiny eggplant? Is that what we're looking at here?
I don't know. Apparently I don't know anything about food.
What?
Is this some kind of East Coast vegetable?
Oh my god. All right, let's go over to Julia Silvie. And here's Julia's screen. And what do we know about Julia?
Yeah, so Julia, again, was voted in via the chat and top 4 contestant vote from the regular season. Like I said, she's tied with Josh in points from the regular season with 55 points. She, however, did bring in a lot of those points, like Jessie, through chat points, so 35 of that is from chat. She has picked up some points from golden features and just a little bit from data viz, but she is actually lowest overall of our contestants in the modeling portion of Sliced. So we'll see how she performs tonight as far as modeling goes. But I think we all know from Julia very well that, it's just a little bit about how Slice is not 100% reflective of modeling skills or approach. And I did mention this about Josh, but Julia and Josh are not only tied in terms of their points from the regular season, but we also found out via Twitter that both of them are moving house like right now. So Josh just moved into a new house like 3 days ago, and Julia just moved in 10 days ago, and she let me know that I guess they're doing some framing in the basement of her house, which is quite loud, apparently. So cheer for Julia that she can concentrate. 2 hours of live coding that will kick off in 8 minutes while people are building shit in her house. I don't have a basement. I don't have a house. So I don't know what framing means, but
did you know that
it's loud.
There's not a lot of basements in California, you know?
This is true.
Maybe this is just the theme.
I'm from the Midwest. I am from the Midwest, though, so definitely lots of basements in the Midwest. But
by the way, thanks for that, Prime Alex. Thanks for that one. And last but not least, here's Ethan Douglas, and why not? Let's hear from Ethan himself.
So my name is Ethan Douglas. I'm a data analyst at The Athletic, a sports media company. People have described me in the NFL analytics community as a more charismatic Ben Baldwin. Yeah, so I'm a data analyst. I'm not a data scientist. I can churn out a lot of charts, a lot of data visualizations, and explore data. I do have some skill in feature engineering and some creativity, but definitely will lack a bit on the hard modeling side. I have these boxing gloves with me. You know, boxing is something I really love to do, and it's something that's taught me a lot about myself. In the words of a famous philosopher, life isn't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's Rocky Balboa. You know, if you're willing to get in the ring and take some punches, then you can accomplish a lot. I have no idea how my style of coding and analyzing compares to others. Yeah, I mean, I probably will lose, to be honest. Losing isn't something I really view as failure. I don't have high expectations, but I'm really excited just to learn and compete and test myself.
All right, chat. Let's give it up for Ethan Douglas. Claps in chat for Ethan. What else we got on Ethan, Meg?
Yeah, first it was interesting to hear himself in his contestant video describe himself as a data analyst and not a data scientist, because before the show tonight, when I asked him, what words do you want me to share with the Sliced viewers tonight, he said, Sliced has really been the most his data science skills have improved or ever, has been through practicing through Sliced. It's been something that really has forced him to take his learning seriously and feel a lot more confident as a data scientist. So he did describe himself as a data scientist, and I think that's been some of the transformation that he's kind of experienced, through the last few weeks of our first season of Sliced. So it was pretty cool to hear him say, and the kind of message that he wanted to share, from all of that is, don't be afraid to step in the ring and try something new. So that's what he wants you all to know. Otherwise, can I share what his favorite breakfast is too?
Let's hear the favorite breakfast, Meg.
Okay, I got some really great recipes, y'all. So apparently he's had the same breakfast for the past 4 years, which is a frozen fruit smoothie. So it's just frozen bananas, frozen blueberries, and other mixed berries, frozen strawberries, some avocado oil for extra fat, peanut butter and protein powder, and then, obviously all blended as a smoothie. He said it tastes like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I think we have had some introduction to Ethan's dog in past episodes, but he is a dog person. So he owns a dog named Winston. He's a dog person because dogs actually love you. Wow. He asserts. He claims. Yeah.
Well, cats do plot to ruin you.
Say what?
Yeah, evil cat eyes. They just stare at you, plotting your demise. You never get that? You never get murderous cats just haunting you?
No, I don't know if at least my cat doesn't have the executive function to plot things, much less plot murder. Oh man. But yeah.
Shout out to Anna. Anna, the cat I lived with in Utah for 4 years.
Aw. Cute.
So Meg, for those who haven't seen Slice before, welcome. 4 contestants who we are seeing their screens of one at a time here. They compete. They get a blind data set, which they saw a little less than 15 minutes ago. And their object is to create a predictive model on a data set they've never seen, and along the way create data visualization and find perhaps different things along the way that might earn them points. and data visualization, these things called golden features, and the best model all get points. And at the end of the night, the top 2 scores will move on in the playoffs into the semifinals. And tonight we have a very interesting data set, which is slightly new to our contestants, or to the season as we know it in terms of the predict feature. So Meg, what is our data set tonight?
Yeah, so our data set is really sweet tonight. It is a data set about shelter animals, as in animals at a shelter that are up for adoption. And our contestants tonight will be predicting the outcome of each animal that's in this animal shelter. So whether it was adopted, transfer, or no outcome. So what is interesting about that is that this is the first data set and the first challenge of SLICED where we have a multi-class classification problem that our contestants are up against. So it's interesting, you know, every single week our contestants have kind of gotten into this habit of trying to determine or guess what the challenge is going to be, and every single week they're like multi-class, and so this is our very first multi-class classification challenge, and hopefully it's been something that they've been practicing, although it hasn't shown up until week 10. So yeah, they have data about each row is an animal, and they've got information about animal types, so it's not just one type of animal. There's cats and dogs, and when I was looking at the data set, there's even like a bat in there, so there's some non dog and cat animals. They've got information about breed, the color of the animal, the date of birth of the animal, the date and time when the outcome was determined, so they'll be able to get some kind of age information there. The name of the animal, if it has one. The sex of the animal, and whether it was spayed or neutered, or if it's still intact. So.
And in terms of golden features, what are our contestants hunting for tonight, Meg?
Oh yeah, let me tell you what golden features our contestants are looking for. So as a reminder, both golden features are worth 10 points in the playoff episodes. So the first golden feature is to use the animal color as a palette in a plot. So they can really plot anything. So they could plot like, just like a count, honestly. But if they use like black and brown and mottled gray, whatever, all kinds of colors, there are, they will earn that 10-point golden feature. And then the second golden feature is to do some kind of like adoption rate seasonality plot. So looking at the rate of adoption and how that changes over time. So do we see lots of adoptions, for instance, around like holidays? Yeah, those are the 2 golden features we want to look for, is using animal color, their coat color as a palette, and then adoption rate over time, seasonality.
And it is 9 o'clock. We do see all of our contestants right now beginning to code. They get from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. to code, y'all. And at the end of the night, at the end of 11 p.m. Eastern, we will see who ends up moving on and who ends up ending their slice journey this season. But before we talk a little more about our rules and the game, let us give a big thanks to our supporters this season. Oh my god, okay, we're gonna do it while Julia apparently is memeing right now.
Yes! Ooh, all right.
Julia,
hell yeah, just makes so many plots.
Julia striking hard and fast with some memes here, so this is going to be really interesting to see. We saw last week D-Rob step it up with memes. Julia in the meme game, I'm going to be very interested in taking a look at here if she thinks that that's where her weakest strength was over the last 2 events. So very, very interesting. So without further ado, some of our supporters this season, a big shout out to our studio. Thank you, Streamlit, NVIDIA, And Z by HP, learn more about Z by HP at hp.com/datascience. Wow, starting off strong with just some with some memes here. This is pretty incredible. Over to Ethan. Ethan, if you caught while he was setting up his notebook, he was really excited to see a multi-class problem. Do we know?
Yes.
Do we know much about Ethan's multi-class history, Meg?
His history with multi-class. Wow, I don't know that I do. I did see he also was making a few notes about how there's not a lot of like numeric data in this data set, which is true. So obviously they can do things with like date times and kind of date stuff. But yeah, it's true. There's not a lot of categorical data. Some stuff you could do with text. So I think it'll force some creativity there.
I feel like
do you know more about his multi-class history?
Well, I know his background is in sports. His big thing was NFL analytics, specifically writing for Kansas City Chiefs fans. He's over at The Athletic now, and I know at least working with him on different Kaggle competitions. He does think about things from like more of a holistic perspective, and he doesn't let like the nuances of binary versus multi-class classification kind of get in the way. He treats it all sort of as like classification problems. So we'll see if that's a similar approach that he's taken on previous classification problems. Speaking of sports friends, we have Josh Polkamp-Hart, also a sports dude, Boston Bruins analyst, Boston Bruins data scientist. Something interesting from the regular season, Meg, was Josh's data visualization.
Yeah.
What do we know about Josh's data viz, and what might we be expecting tonight?
Yeah, so he was one of the top point earners in terms of data visualization in the regular season. So I think he was actually number 1. So he had 30 points overall in data viz. So he really just blew us away. So, the only person who was, one person who was behind him was D-Rob, David Robinson, at 26 points. So, and I think if I am remembering correctly, he plans to continue that trend and maybe even perhaps like step up data viz in tonight's episode. So playing to his strengths might be his plan.
Very exciting to see Josh get it going and maybe earn more points other than just data viz tonight.
Yeah, that would be great. So he does, he didn't do particularly well in modeling. He just has 5 points in modeling, which puts him, near Julia, who had 0 points in modeling. So again, those two are tied coming into this.
It's funny because those two out of the 4 competing have, I would argue, the most data science experience, right?
Yeah, I would actually say that as far as I know. Yeah, yes, that is true. So Ethan, I think, as I spoke to him about before the show, feels like he's really grown a lot as a data scientist during Sliced itself. So he, I think he's a self-taught coder, had really kind of labeled himself as a data analyst, and maybe now is starting to identify more as a data scientist. Jessie, if you've been following her Twitch or her Twitter, you've seen that she has been doing a lot of very serious studying for Sliced as well, and she considers herself more as like a content creator, and is not a machine learning, isn't sort of like somebody who's writing machine learning as part of her like day-to-day job. So that's also been a really sort of accelerating learning experience for her during Sliced. They're all kicking ass, but I would definitely agree that Julia and Josh coming in with the most professional experiences as data scientists.
We are on Jessie's screen right now. Jessie looks like she's actually setting up a lot of control over her GUI right now, her UI. she hasn't really done much in terms of bringing in lots of data and starting to like munge it together through dplyr or something. We see that she does have like some descriptive plots here, but I wonder if Jessie really is gonna like dive super hard into the modeling right from the start. Oh God, here we go with another Jessie.
Oh wow! Yes. Oh my God.
She would like to let you know she's not a cat. So.
That was one of the most amazing moments of the pandemic. Is this meme? If you haven't checked it out, it's better than Y4 Meg. Just yeah.
Well, I don't know. Y4 Meg is pretty solid. And
I did watch that a number of times as well.
We'll get to Y4 Meg in a second. If y'all are interested, Jessie is streaming over on her channel, and tonight's costume, Meg, she is apparently Pikachu.
Aww.
Yes. Perhaps maybe even a shout out to the WoW Pikachu meme. So.
Oh yeah. Nice. I wonder if she'll be doing some poses as the WoW Pikachu meme. I could picture some reacts to her first leaderboard submission, for instance.
So we do have Jessie Masterpack over at Carisi. If you want to check out her point of view, feel free. Someone in chat, please shout out Jessie's channel. Over to Julia's screen, and it looks like she has this was a
hilarious.
This was a golden feature B-side.
Yeah, it's too easy. I think we're validated there.
Yeah. So a little hist plot here from Julia. Yes, Meg?
Oh, I mentioned leaderboard, and so I just took a little peek at the leaderboard and saw we've already got a couple of contestants from chat. We've got I think they're some of our regular familiar faces, Max Bolger, and our friend Datalab 351. And so it reminded me that I want to kick off our first prediction, the prediction that we do around this time, every episode of Sliced. Will one of our contestants submit before the half-hour mark? So let us know what you think, chat. Will we see one of our contestants make a submission to the leaderboard before 9:30 p.m. Eastern? I will kick that off starting now, and we'll check back in 20 minutes.
Remember, y'all, this is a great time for you to experience what it's like voting or doing things interactively on Twitch. Just go into your chat. At the very top of your chat window, there's a little box that says predict. Feel free to click that and put some of your chat points in if you have some.
The meme that we've got from Jessie here today, because it reminds me, I think I saw her on Twitter, talking about, or maybe this is on Twitch, talking about how she's just not going to deal with any date time columns. Like, she's just going to totally forget about it, just drop it, forget about it. But I think it's kind of an important feature. Like, I think it's pretty, common kind of, understanding that, puppies and kittens are more likely to be adopted, or, I think it's going to be a pretty strong signal. So that is, something she may want to reconsider, is changing up her strategy on the fly a little bit to maybe be willing to work with some of the daytime variables. So
that's true. I do feel like Jessie is, at least from the last time we saw her, she was very quick to move away from modeling and go towards the things she's really comfortable with, like data visualization and memes. So I wonder, with a multi-class problem, if we might see some hesitation to really dive really deep into the modeling, if maybe that's not something that she's been so experienced with before.
Well, one thing I'll be interested to see if she uses in her modeling, I saw also on Twitter a little bit more of our favorite friend, Sliced Driven Development, thanks to Emil, who introduced a new recipe step to the recipes Tidyverse library, Step Yeet, that removes date time columns. So that's available in the dev version. So we'll see if Jessie is going to be using the dev version of recipes. If so, she can use Step Yeet and just drop those date time columns. Although I think Nick and I would both advise against it.
Yes, especially with those golden feature points at stake. By the way, welcome everyone from the Learn with Leon stream. How was Uno? Was that what y'all were doing tonight? Was that tonight's stream? The Uno stream? I appreciate the support, Learn with Leon. Learn with Leon's hanging out with me. It's been like a year now since the first Leon raid. I feel big guy, big community. So thanks for everyone coming in. We host a data science game show, and you are tuning in. We are just getting started. So if you're interested in data science,
Great timing.
Please stick around, y'all. Right now we're looking at Josh's screen. And Josh has this like pretty methodical early style where he really just munges data, and he doesn't necessarily get going until maybe like, I don't know, 75% of the way through the competition. I feel like I really see all that data visualization and modeling stuff happen like after 10:30.
Yeah, I do remember that. It's nice kind of like seeing our contestants like week to week because we get a little bit more comfortable with what their styles are. Because I do remember that made us, a little nervous in like those early episodes. Like, oh God, when are we going to see some data viz? When are we going to see some modeling? But Josh knocked it out of the park when it came to data visualization. Excuse me. So.
That's right. Let's take a look at Jessie again. Again, she's really going at it with the memes tonight.
I thought it was tuple. It's tuple?
It's tuple. It's tuple. Change my mind. Change my mind. Here we are with Ethan. Ethan is one of two Python coders left in the competition.
Right.
So if Ethan does get eliminated, then that leaves Landon.
Oh, damn. Just have 2 of 8 contestants are Python?
That is right. 2 of 8
Wow.
contestants are Python.
We do have I think this is our least used emote, but we do have the Python, like, versus R emote in chat, so.
Here we go with Julia. Julia's, looks like she's faceted the animal with gender, and then she's doing histogram.
Yeah. Yep. So definitely mostly cats, dogs. Apparently there's a little bit of livestock, birds, and then the bats, etc. are in other, I suppose.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
So I did see a question about how to get the data from Kaggle. So that is, I think, thanks somebody who responded to that. But for others who are watching, you can get the data set at !data. That brings you to the page on Kaggle where you can accept the competition rules, download the data. If you feel so inclined, you can do exactly what our contestants are doing right now. You can code along, predict those shelter animal outcomes, and upload a submission file to Kaggle and see your name on the leaderboard. As we've done in every other week, we do have prizes for the top audience or chat member on the leaderboard. So we've got prizes include a free Kaggle swag of your choosing, which I will model Kaggle swag of my choosing. Yes. It's otherwise known as swaggle. And then the other prize is a code to redeem a free NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute training course. So you're eligible if you have not won in previous weeks. So let the likes of Data Lab et al. Intimidate you. We welcome and encourage everyone to participate along if you so choose. You can also, after the show is over, you can still access the data, make submissions. So, but yeah, we love folks who follow along.
That's right. Speaking of our playoffs and our playoff rules, remember the code or the scoring in the playoffs have changed a little. All the scores have reset, and on top of them resetting, only the scores only are quote unquote valid or meaningful in the show that they're in. So the top 2 contestants, which are determined by those points, will be moving on into the semifinals. The bottom 2 will be ending their journey tonight, and then when we are in the semifinals, 2 of the 4 will move into the championship round, and then the championship round is a head-to-head, so it'll be one-on-one instead of a group of 4. And we'll see that in about 2 weeks after this show ends. Yes, Meg.
Yes. Just want
Oh,
to make sure.
yeah, you got really excited. I was like, oh god, did I miss something? But in terms of playoff scoring changes, we have turned chat into the first place voter getting 15, and the second place getting 5. And we've turned golden features. Both of them are now worth 10. And in terms of our giveaway, we were doing a Slice hashtag giveaway through Twitter, and we do have that Twitter announcement coming tonight.
Stay tuned.
So stay tuned for that, and you will also hear about the next hashtag giveaway that we'll be doing basically right after this one. One does not simply start with XG Boost, by the way. Do you find that, Julia... We're on Julia's screen right now, by the way. Julia not starting with XG Boost straight away, do you think that might be hindering her development? Or do you think she might be, finding something interesting doing linear or doing tree-based models that are not gradient boosted? Is there some, competitive advantage there, maybe?
I don't know if it's a competitive advantage so much as, I think she's approaching modeling and data science in a very opinionated way. And, she, I think, has published some of her approaches to past episodes, for instance, on her blog. I think she really wants to showcase, the right way to tackle a problem. And that doesn't necessarily always intersect with, what may win Sliced. So I think that is perhaps if I had to guess kind of how she's thinking of approaching things versus, thinking about David Robinson, D-Rob's approach last week. He's like, all right, apparently that's what's going to win. We're going to ensemble. We're just going to throw everything in there. And that's what we're doing. So, I think that's just a little bit of reflection of Julia's style as a data scientist. So
here we are looking at Ethan's screen, and it looks like Ethan is working with Cat Boost tonight. So I know there was a debate between whether he was going to try XG Boost or if he was going to go with Cat Boost tonight, and it looks like it is Cat Boost.
How much do you think that was influenced by the dataset, the challenge?
Because we're working with cats in the dataset? Yeah, no, that's a great question. I'm just going to go with 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Now when we do the show, now that we have Tony doing the great YouTube cuts, I'm picturing him doing an actual sound effect for us. I'm hearing that apparently I'm super loud compared to you.
You're super loud?
Yeah.
Okay, I will turn you down. I will turn you down.
Yeah, shout out to Kanzi for making Cat Boost the new meta from Michael Malarkey, contestant last week. Okay,
how is it now, chat? Go ahead, Meg. You could
say words. Hello.
Yeah.
This is how loud my voice is.
This is how loud my voice is.
How loud are our voices? This is great content. It's fantastic content.
Yeah, sound checking on the fly.
Okay, I'm a bit closer to you now. Good voice levels. We sound fantastic.
Well, thanks, John. Thank you. Let's check out Jesse now. Jesse is working on the modeling side pretty strongly. This is actually a different look than we've seen Jesse before. I know Jesse usually dives pretty deep with the data viz and the exploratory analysis, but we're seeing her spend literally the first 30 minutes, 20 minutes now just focusing on modeling, and not just modeling, but multiple different models.
I've given 4 points, Craig. To you, because why not? Bonus points. Yeah, it is interesting. I wonder, Jessie had a lot of, I think, in her own mind, catching up to do in terms of her data science repertoire, skills, tool set, etc. There's a lot of training you can do to be a data scientist, whether it's memes, whether it's learning cat boost, yada yada. I wonder how much experience she's had with doing a multi-class classification challenge. And, if she hasn't, done a lot, it's not a bad approach to make sure that she's got something end to end, working earlier on. And once she has that, hopefully, maybe even a submission on the leaderboard, maybe even by 9:30 tonight, who knows? She'll feel a lot better about diving into data visualization.
That's right. We're checking out Julia's screen here, and it looks like she also is putting together some modeling and feature engineering for her model here. And it'll be interesting to see how people will deal with like the mostly categorical features, because there's a ton of ways to feature engineer. So it will be quite the challenge, I think, to be able to come up with pretty clean or pretty high signal features in order to predict outcome here tonight. Over here on Josh's screen, Josh was working with text cleaning last we saw. And it looks like he's still working on some text cleaning. It looks like he's trying to go through that breed column and rip as much of the breed information out as possible.
Yeah, so is he kind of going by like keyword here? Like he's looking for the word tabby. You can imagine like mix or mixed. Maybe some other kind of feature of this text column that could provide some signal.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested in how he's gonna be doing it tonight. Going through this breed column. I wonder how much signal there is, because I feel like breed itself is like fairly high cardinality, but also
I think it is, yeah. What kind of bat breeds are in the dataset? Bat. We've got a great meme from Jessie, which probably looks great on her personal stream while she's apparently wearing Pikachu costume.
That's true. Over on Carisi, twitch.tv/Carisi. You can check out her point of view if you so choose. Thanks for the 10 gifted, by the way. Anonymous gifter. I appreciate those 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Very
Jessie is crashing just here and there, so we'll bear with her.
That's right. Let's go over to Ethan's screen. It looks like Ethan is, again, like just diving straight into the modeling, and I wonder how much knowledge of the data set he really has at this point if he's just jumping straight into the modeling. This might just be one of those kitchen sink approaches. You just take all the columns, turn them into things that your model can read, throw them into the modeling fit, and see what the predict looks like.
It's a good point from Michael in chat. So Josh worked on the Airbnb data set, and in that challenge we had a golden feature of extracting the number of bedrooms, baths out of that text column, or one of the text columns. And I think he was the only contestant who discovered that golden feature. So yeah, a little bit of a comfort in working with regex and things like that.
Do you call it regex, or do you call it regex?
I guess I just said regex. Yeah, regex. Regex.
Is it regex or is it regex?
It's not regular expression. Right?
See? And that's why it's not matplotlib, because it's matrices laboratory. Therefore, it's matplotlib.
Is this the first time this is coming up on this a sliced stream? Your matplotlib opinions.
By the way, we do see Ethan. He just submitted, by the way.
So we've got a contestant on the leaderboard already.
He
wow.
did just submit. So by the looks of things here, Ethan Douglas with right now 3rd place out of 5 submissions in the last 10 seconds.
Right.
That means those who voted yes, we'll see a prediction.
And that is just 38% of you. So
wow,
we got some haters. Although I think it's been more likely that they have not submitted.
It has been. It has.
Yeah. I still remember the time where like literal like seconds or like milliseconds or something, just over.
And again, that was
yeah,
Ethan.
it's pretty wild.
Ethan.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Damn.
That was also Ethan.
All right. Yeah, definitely. I can imagine depends on the set of contestants that we've got.
Here's Jessie, and Jessie is tuning through a model right now. So she's diving straight into this. I feel like that's really excellent to see from her, that like all that work she's been putting into learning all the machine learning stuff, all the tidy model stuff. She's so comfortable with it. She's just hitting it straight in the face right from the get-go. So
that is awesome.
I really like seeing that. I really like seeing that. Her like, she's not rattled by the multi-class problem. She's just tackling it. So.
That's awesome. I mean, it's so cool. Like, I don't think I would have predicted that we'd see this kind of evolution from our contestants over the course of Sliced. So, we love to see it. We love to see it.
That's right. And, here we are with Julia. Julia, again, the complete opposite of what sorry, not Meg. You're Meg.
I'm kidding. It could very well be the complete opposite of what I do. But...
The very complete opposite of Ethan and Jessie's approach. Really methodically testing her bag tree model, not dabbling in the XGBoost quite yet. So she wants to really understand the features and how they tree out. So perhaps it's going to weigh, pun intended, by the way, weigh her features in the long run, what she keeps and what she doesn't keep in that XGBoost model. Back to Josh. And it looks like Josh also has more data description. He's doing more summary statistics, really trying to dive in and take out as much of the... It's really dense, I feel like, this data set. Like, there's a lot of things that are just in there that you gotta extract out, right?
Yeah, it's interesting because, with these data sets, we've prepped them, and we certainly could have, I certainly could have, done a little bit of like pre-processing of the data set, but in fact, I did kind of the opposite. So removed a few kind of like pre-engineered features, did a little bit of like, cleaning and simplifying to make it a little easier for them to work with. But it's a lot of it's up in their hands tonight. So
over here with Ethan, and Ethan has a horizontal bar chart. In this case, it is feature importance.
All right.
And so we are seeing, at least from Ethan's side, age being the most important, being spayed or neutered being second most important. And it does look
Bob Barker's right.
It does look like there's something to do with breed here. I do wonder if that's overfitting or if he actually did some feature engineering. But from how it looks like in his output here, it doesn't look like he's really done any feature engineering. I feel like that breed column is just the breed column.
Yeah, and that, like you said, is going to be super high cardinality. So definitely want to break that apart if they want to use that. Would be my guess.
Yeah.
Wait, Nick, I want to know, based on chat, how you pronounce LATEX.
Oh.
As in the typesetting software.
You mean LaTeX?
Oh no, I say LaTeX.
I think it actually is LaTeX. So.
there is a real answer.
I think like in the LaTeX documentation, they specifically say it's pronounced LaTeX. So.
Okay, so why do you say LaTeX if you have such strong mateplot lib?
I just wanted to trigger chat.
Yeah.
I just wanted to troll chat a little. So.
It's definitely not latex. Yeah.
It definitely is not.
Just what some Google search kind of results may imply.
In so many ways, it is not latex.
I'm going to create an XGBoost model that is so overfit.
I think we just saw that from Ethan's screen.
I think we did.
Back over here on Julia's screen. Submitted my bag tree. Does this mean she actually submitted? And
let's check out the LB.
Oh my lambda. Here we are with not just Julia, but also Jessie has submitted. And we have a dogfight here. No pun intended. .55 in terms of our model metric tonight. Is it log loss tonight?
It's multi-class log loss.
It's
yeah.
multi-class log loss. So we see .55 here for Julia, and we see .56 from Jesse. Ethan.
Coworkers even. Wow.
That's right. Ethan right down there with a .58. Remember, y'all, this is only 1% of the test data. It is once we go over into that private leaderboard, we'll see the other 99%, and that's what the actual scores will be based on. So read into this how much you want, but things can definitely shake up by the end of the night. Speaking of things that might take until the end of the night, by the way,
Sorry.
By the way, I have paced myself tonight. Maybe we should take a look at another contestant's biography.
Let's do it.
Jesus, I feel like what is going on? Like, no one's screens are active right now.
I don't know.
Are you getting this?
I see a little. Oh wait, no, I'm seeing. I'm seeing movement from Josh.
Okay, well.
Jesse may be crashing. I definitely see movement from Ethan. If you're having the same issue that I was having last week, where I couldn't see any contestants' screens, RIP us. Yeah.
I guess so. Well, since Jesse's the only one moving, let's hear from Jesse Mostapak.
My name is Jessie Mostapak, and I am a data science evangelist at RStudio. I've been to a couple different schools. I graduated undergrad with a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. I am all but degree on my PhD, going on 12 years now at MSU Bozeman, Immunology and Infectious Diseases. And I do have a master's degree from CUNY Hunter in Secondary Science Education. Okay, let's talk about me as an underdog, because my day job is as a content creator, which means for the past several years, I make videos explaining how to do things with code, but I don't really spend a lot of time coding. So I'm really looking forward to the part of this contest where I spend time coding. I am a boxer, so I brought my boxing gloves. I love to fight. I love combat sports. I train jiu-jitsu, boxing, and Muay Thai. So I'm very excited to bring those skills to Sliced. I'm going to go all the way in Sliced because I'm going to win the hearts and minds of the people, and the people will not be denied.
And what else do we know about Jesse Mostapak?
Yeah. Well, first, I just love, like, I'm always, like, looking for, like, we've got two contestants who, like, moved house, Josh and Julia. And then we've got two contestants who are, like, boxers. So Jesse and Ethan are both boxers tonight. I swear, we didn't plan it.
We did not.
Like that. But, yeah, pretty cool to find out. Pretty cool to find out. So, yeah, I can... Do I have to tell you again that her favorite breakfast is a bodega sandwich, which, like, I don't know what... Tell me more about what that means! Yeah. Let's see. So Jesse's coming into tonight's episode again, having achieved 4th place during the regular season, so 77 points. That put her in the top 4, so she's the only contestant tonight who... earned her place in the playoffs through points versus a chat vote of some kind. But she still believes and has faith in chat. She says chat vote is best vote. I think, like, one of the coolest things from Jessie that we've seen throughout the season is super strong meme game, which has, like, translated to her real life, like with her costumes and everything. But I think the coolest thing was seeing her meme coaching really inspire D-Rob in last week's episode. So I'm excited. I hope we continue to see more memes from Jessie tonight.
Thank you for the raid, Splash Lee. Glad you could catch one of my streams. I hope you had a good one with Wayfair data. Right now you're catching me do my game show on Tuesday nights. This is Sliced. So welcome everyone for Splash's stream. Hope you stick around if you like data science, and data science meets the TV network show Chopped.
right?
Here's Julia Silvie, by the way. Julia Silvie with another meme. What is this in this case?
You can't just skip those tuning grid parameters because they aren't working out well and doing badly. Tune race ANOVA brr.
What is Tune Race ANOVA? What is that?
Does she know that the prize is not? There's not a cash prize, Julia?
Well, we do have a prize, Meg. Do you want to?
Oh my God, we do! Yeah.
Do you want to show off what the prize the champion of Sliced will be getting?
I'm so embarrassed. I do not have the knife next to me, but I can go grab it if you don't mind me taking a moment.
While we do another bio, let's go over on Josh's bio, since I'm behind on bios, everyone.
Okay, I'll let you catch up on bios while I hop.
So let's take a look at Josh while Meg also grabs the trophy knife. So let's take a look at Josh Polkamp Hart, y'all.
Hi everyone, my name's Josh. I am from Canada. I went to Queen's University. I have a PhD, master's, and bachelor's degree there. I currently work as a data scientist at the Boston Bruins. And outside of hockey stats, I love to run and lots of other wonderfully wholesome Canadian things. I've been coding in R for 15 years before RStudio was really a thing. I'm of the belief that some things outside Tidyverse are better. I'm someone who had learned R before that, and I take what I can from each place. I'm a dabbler at a buffet, and you're not the only station. I got the world's hottest peppers, which I think was the Carolina Reapers at the time, from the guy who makes them. I got them shipped to me. I ate a whole one night. It was about 16 hours of pure unadulterated pain. So I now have to take medicine for my stomach because I've had too much hot food. Live your life to the fullest, but maybe not that full. I'm really excited for the opportunity to be able to code in front of people and for people, if that can be an inspiration or an education. I think that's a big motivator for me, and one of the reasons my code's probably going to look cleaner than it ever has.
And what else do we have on Josh Polkamp Hart, Meg?
Oh my God, Nick, I can't wait to tell you what else I've got on Josh Polkamp Hart. But first, let's start with the recipes. This is kind of a cooking show of sort, or it's inspired by one. So I asked all of our contestants, including Josh, their take on what's the best breakfast. And he said that he and his wife eat a lot of smoothies in their house, their new house.
Drink a lot of smoothies, maybe?
So also similar to Ethan with the smoothies. So the recipe is grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, 2 cups of spinach, half a banana. Now the trick for these smoothies is that you want to use frozen rice cauliflower, so that'll give it a little bit of extra body or something like that without a lot of sugar. So apparently they want to, reduce the amount of sugar. Then as many berries as possible, almond milk. Those are the ingredients. You want to blend the milk, the almond milk, and the spinach first, then the rest of the ingredients, and then top with almond butter. So that is the best breakfast according to Josh Polkamp.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I would eat it. I would try it. I never heard of using frozen rice cauliflower in a smoothie. He said that I want to say he told me not to say this, but I'll leave out some details. But he said somebody else he knows tried this with frozen peas, and it's very gross. So frozen rice cauliflower apparently just doesn't have a lot of extra flavor, but adds the iced component to the frozen smoothie without a lot of sugar. Don't use frozen peas.
What the? Iridium saying he will live to 200 years old. I believe you. But
I'm gonna be drinking one next week. Just watch.
Yeah, but also based off his ruining his stomach lining with ultra hot things, maybe he's
maybe this is all he can eat. Yeah, maybe this is the only thing he can eat. I also asked him cats or dogs. He grew up with cats. He likes cats, and he had a cat with an ex-girlfriend that but she took the cat. But if you follow him on Twitter, which you should follow all of our contestants on Twitter, you'll see that he has a new puppy, and it is freaking adorable. I lied to our contestants and said that this question tonight was inspired by Josh's puppy. You know, I told him like, oh yeah, we wanted inspiration for our pre-show Q&A. We want to know if you're a cat or a dog fan. That's a lie. The inspiration was the dataset, obviously.
Here's a picture of Josh's dog, his new dog, by the way.
There you go.
Do you know if Josh adopted or not?
Oh fuck! I forgot. Oh shit! Oh, forgot to ask. Oh my god.
Yes.
Sorry, I really shouldn't swear.
Is that a rule? I don't know.
I felt it really impolite. I didn't intend to swear. So.
Who is offended?
I don't know. Tell me in chat if you're gonna cancel me for saying fucking shit. Okay. So, but Nick, what I really wanted to share with chat was actually Josh's words for chat, because I was a little stunned, I have to admit.
Oh.
So, yeah, I asked all of our contestants, what do you want me to share with the Sliced audience tonight? What do you want me to relay? We can't hear from our contestants themselves, so I am their mouthpiece. Well, the first thing he had to say was nice, complimentary. He said he appreciates whoever does the sliced alignment. So I believe that's Ashton. Thank you, Ashton. Afton, excuse me. Oh my god. Afton. He appreciates Afton for making the sliced alignment, specifically the way she makes Josh neutral. What is he, neutral something?
I think he's true neutral, if not
true neutral.
If not like lawful neutral.
Yeah, lawful neutral, something like that. Because normally his strategy in a competition like this is what he really wanted to do in Sliced was he wanted to, his words, dox and swat and otherwise intimidate all of his competitors. But his fiance convinced him it would not be a good idea. And he's glad that it paid off in the form of the sliced alignment. So apparently we don't really know the true Josh Polkamp part. I mean, I gotta say, I get different reads on Josh. We've got these really nice messages about, I think he had some messages for Pride Month last month. He had a really nice message about, support local farmers. Happy birthday, brother. And then he's like, I want to intimidate my competitors.
Well, that would be one way to do it.
Yeah. So Afton, I think we have to update Josh's sliced alignment.
That is absolutely going to work its way into the new alignment chart, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's literally what he wanted me to share with chat. So.
Here we are with Ethan Douglas, and Ethan with a crashed XGBoost model. He is now most likely frantically looking as to why his model is not working the way it did, because more than likely it worked before.
One of the things that Ethan told me as we were doing prep tonight is we do a screen share test, make sure that their code is readable on the screen, etc. And he said he's not as comfortable with the larger text because it makes it feel more dramatic and scary when he's scrolling. You just need to scroll farther and more, which apparently has some sort of psychological impact on our competitors. So that's something that Ethan shared with me. Pixel, who is Landon, one of our competitors who'll be competing next week versus D-Rob, and two of our competitors tonight, also feels that. So
I believe there is something out there called numerical cognition, and one of those things is the larger something is, perhaps the more weight or the more threatening or the more emotive it might be. So
the more doomy, the doom scrolling.
It's perhaps true, y'all.
Visualization from Julia. We haven't seen a ton of visualization tonight, so I'm. Oh, this is just some model.
Oh, you thought it was. I thought it was too.
Damn. I'm those are lines. Has to be time series.
I thought it was too. Remember, y'all, one of the golden features tonight is making a time series of adoption rate across time. Meg, why not show off the sliced knife?
I do have the knife. Okay, so I literally just a couple hours before tonight's show. Picked it up from the engraver. And so I haven't seen it, except for very briefly. So we'll do a little bit of a reveal. I've got the knife here. I just want to make sure that... Let's see. I'll raise it up a little bit higher. Okay. So I'm going to take it out. I'm going to be really careful. It's really, really sharp. Okay, so... Let's see. Can you see this? It's like the logo's like... Oh, it's kind of hard to...
Yeah, you have to like bring it right up against your camera, I feel.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to aim. Let's go. Oop. Let's go that way.
Can we tilt it down a little or up a little to get like the glare away?
Like it's not focusing on my
That's right.
on the knife.
If you put your hand behind
Oh, you have to do like the Instagram thing?
Yeah, there you
What
go.
is that? Like I have to cover my face. Like
There,
this is
yeah.
really hot.
There you go.
Is that good? Okay.
Almost. You have to put your hand up like... Yeah, there you go.
That's good.
Yeah. There you go,
yeah.
chat.
Whew, man, that was hard. I can't be an influencer.
I was gonna say I'll
physical goods and products.
I'll show you some tricks maybe after the stream, Nick.
Okay, thanks. I'm like dealing with the mirroring too. Obviously, you can tell. I'm like, blah.
So
I'll post a pic on Twitter. So I hope my nails are clean. Good to see them.
So we got the sliced knife engraved with the Sliced logo, y'all. So the winner of Sliced in a few weeks from now, they will be gifted, they will be awarded, and truly they will have earned the Sliced knife. So
I want to know what they make with it. Like, they can't really make one of those smoothie recipes we talked about.
I mean, you know, you might chop up like things to fit easily into your blender.
Yeah.
You know. Although from what I heard from D-Rob said he wanted to, if he earned it, if he won it, he was gonna mount it like as a wall piece.
Good.
So
that's where it belongs. Yeah. Mounted above like a fireplace or something. On a mantle.
Truly, you know, when you go through like 12 weeks of a data science competition, I feel like if you do end up being the champion, like, to say that you went through a 12-week, 16 data scientists like competition and you ended up winning, I feel like that is like a really high achievement in your data science. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Career or life or.
Yeah, I think it's something, the kind of thing that you put on your like Twitter bio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps
totally.
like a LinkedIn.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
So this is coming from
game show hosts.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
This is coming from two people who have game show host as their LinkedIn titles.
Yeah, that's right.
We're checking out Jessie Mostpack's screen right now. She is training through her model again. If we take a quick look over at our leaderboard, if I can find the one of a million different windows I have to open. Alright, this is not working the way I thought it was gonna work. There are so many windows I have open. This is how tab hoarding gets you, Mag.
I know. You are a tab hoarder, is that right?
Oh yes.
I know.
I'm definitely a tab hoarder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's the data set. You can go to the leaderboard tab yourself while we wait for Nick to get there.
Boom. I have found my way, and now here you go, chat. Right now on the leaderboard, 8 people submitted.
Nice.
Waiting for more, y'all. Our high so far is like 31, I believe.
35 or 36. I thought it was like, maybe I'm just inflating it in my own imagination, but I think it was like a little higher, yeah.
Okay, in the 30s for sure. Let's see if we could push this up to the 40s tonight, y'all. What do you say?
Yeah, don't you want a chance for some Kaggle swag? Like what I've got here? swaggle and a code to redeem the NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute course. Could be yours if you're the top chat contestant on our leaderboard. Not contestant, rather, just chat participant who has not won in a previous week. So
That's right.
Don't worry about Danny there at the top. Don't worry about Danny. I think he's already won.
I believe Danny has one already, but
we welcome him.
yes, but
for
Catherine,
entry, so-
you could be like Catherine
Yeah.
here. You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of
Definitely.
our contestants, Julia did submit another model, and it did do better.
Nice.
So we're seeing a 0.495 now from Julia. Remember before she was at 0.55. Jesse with her one submission so far 5.6, and Ethan still with that one submission at 5.8. Remember, just a snapshot of all the targets that they need to predict on.
Hey Nick, we should do our HP gaming bundle giveaway. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
How do we want to do this?
Well, the first thing we'll do is, we'll inform everyone again that we had a sliced giveaway, a sliced hashtag giveaway. So if you participated, if you were on Twitter and you used hashtag slice to talk about sliced or, put any content out there, we took all those tweets and then we randomly selected a tweeter, a user, for to win this Omen gaming bundle. And the things that are in this Omen gaming bundle, you get a keyboard, which is a mechanical keyboard with MX Cherry switches in it.
Right.
You get a mouse. You get a gaming mat, basically a very large mouse pad, and you get a headset with a microphone on it. So you get all of these peripherals in this bundle, and it comes in a duffel bag. So you get a bag for it all. And thanks to Z by HP for letting us do this giveaway. So we're giving away this bundle right now, and the winner will be announced by Meg. So Meg, who has won tonight?
I am super excited to announce that the winner of our inaugural sliced hashtag giveaway, thanks to Z by HP, is none other than Dr. Michael Malarkey, who is also one of our sliced contestants. So congrats, Dr. Michael Malarkey. Thank you not only for being a contestant on Slice, but also getting the word out there, sharing your experience, sharing what you love about the show. It has been great to see tweets from everyone, honestly, but yeah, thank you, Michael, and congrats, Michael. So I think we know where to reach you. We will have a gaming bundle, an Omen gaming bundle from Z by HP coming your way, and we will be, I think, announcing another winner in 2 weeks' time.
That is right.
Through the same setup, we'll be doing another sliced hashtag giveaway. So everybody who's been tweeting furiously tonight, which gotta say is pretty badass to see, is going to be eligible as well for our next sliced hashtag giveaway, another HP Omen gaming bundle. So yeah, keep tweeting. We'll do another draw. How many entries are allowed? As many as you want. We didn't want to create like a spam situation. We would love to see like high quality course in our community. So it is we are randomly selecting a tweeter, so it's not weighted by the number of times you tweet. We're not selecting a tweet, etc. So we're just picking somebody who uses the hashtag. Feel free to tweet about it as much as you like. Good luck trying to beat me or Nick, though. We talk about Sliced a lot, but yeah.
That's right, y'all. So if you missed your chance tonight, it's okay. We're doing it again. So please use that hashtag on Twitter And we'll select another one soon.
Weeks. That's the championship. Oh my god! Can you believe that we're talking about the championship?
It's quite wild that we are talking about. Oh my god! You know, I agree, Julia. I agree. SHAP summary plots, they're not as cool as the SHAP partial dependence plots. I agree. But yes, that giveaway, pretty cool, and excited to do it again. So very excited to share with you more giveaway stuff. And thanks to Z by HP. Z by HP builds data science tools. So if you are interested in checking out hardware, and the hardware that they have does come with, it's not like a Windows laptop with all this other like random stuff. It's actually Ubuntu and loaded with all sorts of data science tools that you typically would be installing yourself, except probably having a bunch of hassle installing yourself. So feel free to check out some of their pre-builts over at hp.com/datascience, y'all. All right.
Like John the Geek says, I really thought my dog should be adopted model was gonna win. It's funny because like the sample submission is like my optimistic submission. It is that every animal gets adopted. It does really badly. It's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible submission. 100% confidence, like that every animal gets adopted. Bad approach.
This is an interesting feature that that Ethan has put in. If you can look here, he actually has a feature here specific to Pitbull.
Oh.
As we know, if you are
knowledge here.
If you are a dog person or have been around pit bulls before, there is like a pretty strong stigma against pit bulls. So them being adopted tends to be, maybe, depending on what the science says, it might be lower. And so perhaps that is something that is a signal that they may have a lower chance of being adopted. But we'll see if that trait or that feature ends up panning out. Let's go over to Julia, who has... what is this? What am I looking at? This is prediction versus age? In days?
I don't know.
I don't know what X is. I don't know.
IDK. What are your guesses, chat?
Yeah, what are your guesses, chat? What is X here? I have no idea what this is.
Midnight blue, that's kind of a nice color. I like that color.
I do. I wonder what I wonder what these like darker lines mean. Is this overlap or is this like something some sort of like error bar?
Couldn't tell you. She's still working on it though.
Yeah, going over to Josh. Looks like he is melting some data, so doing some model munging now. Again, it doesn't look like he's done so much in terms of modeling. He is really trying to set up all of his data. Remember, this reminds me of my favorite quote. Do you remember my favorite quote, Meg?
Oh my god! Don't put me on the spot like that. I don't.
You don't remember? Well, I don't know if I've said my favorite quote.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so if I have it, my favorite quote, which is most likely misattributed because most famous quotes are misattributed, is by Abraham Lincoln, and it is, "If I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend 4 sharpening my axe."
Ah, yes, I have heard that quote.
Yes. And
I did not know that it was that's your favorite quote.
Yeah, because I think that's like a very process-driven way to explain, like, do all the stuff that you need to do up front.
I'm sorry, I just gasped because I see that Josh looks like he's about to plot adoption rate by day of week. So,
is he day of week adoption? Oh my god, he is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a cool feature.
How did he? I didn't think anyone was gonna find this. I didn't think anyone was gonna be able to do that.
I mean, he hasn't done it yet. I mean, we'll see. But I think he's gonna get it.
Are there extra points for using geriatric packages like Reshape?
Geriatric. Damn. Damn.
And he did it, Meg.
Wow, there we go. Adoption rate.
Adoption
Over
rate time
time.
series plot.
Oh, so that's day of week.
It is not
So-
date.
Yeah, you're right. It's not date.
You have to make the decision here. Do we count this or no?
God, I'm always the one who's on the hook for making these calls, aren't I? Well, we did say season, like we wanted to see seasonality, which
Implies.
yeah, I think we want to see at least, we want to see a year.
Okay. Well, day of week is interesting because this does suggest that on the weekends,
We'll adopt on weekends, yeah.
which they do have more free time on the weekends, so that is
I'm glad I
sensible.
can start taking some data viz notes. I don't have a lot of data viz notes yet, to be honest. So.
Me either.
Oh man, people in chat are saying it counts.
Meg, stand your ground, Meg. If you
I'm
think
gonna stand my ground.
if you think we need to see like more of the time
Nick and I
represented,
debated what's the air density of the adoption date. Nick and I did debate this, and like we very clearly discussed we want to see oh yeah, some kind of plot that shows there's lots of adoptions during Christmas season, summers when kids are not in school. We very much had in mind, not something so constrained as looking at just a
oh
week.
wow,
but,
look
yeah.
at this.
What do we got? What do we got?
Actually, Ethan also has is adopt in his data frame, and he's doing it
He's looking at time.
He's looking by
Okay.
time. So both
They're gonna get it. They've got an hour. They're gonna get it.
Josh and Ethan both circling this time series feature.
No, look. He's got it. He's
Christmas
literally
is
Christmas
oh,
there's
this is by week.
That's literally what I said.
Adopt month. Yeah, okay.
That's right. He's got it.
All right.
That's what we want to see.
Adopt
That's what we wanna
month.
see. I think a period week or hour or something like that is not what we want to see. We want to see this. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a golden feature for Ethan.
Ethan
We're
with
gonna keep a close eye on Josh though.
and Josh is plotting what looks like adoption rate, transfer rate, and no outcome rate, which he is labeling something else in his data set. But yes, it looks like we are seeing that from Josh, but by day. So we'll see if he...
This is so funny because look at the color coding he's used too. When I said I wanted to see color, coat color as a palette, Nick, you had initially interpreted it to mean the stoplight kind of palette for the outcome. So it's kind of funny. This is we're seeing some of the earlier ideas as we were kind of riffing on golden features for tonight's episode. So
by the way, this is a fairly long and laborious way to type out all the day labels. Surely,
a little bit.
Surely there is a package, perhaps
there is,
perhaps in the RStudio universe that allows you to extract day label. But shout out to RStudio, by the way, for all the support this season.
Even though they're not supporting Josh, apart from the IDE, but that's okay. He's declining their support.
That's right. Lubridate weekday. W day.
Heart Lubridate.
D-Rob, not only fast words per minute coder, but fast knowledge about the Tidyverse. We'll see D-Rob next week with Landon and 2 other contestants from tonight. 2 will move on. 2 will be eliminated from the competition.
Oh, we are in RStudio Cloud.
Yeah, so Jesse moved over to RStudio Cloud for some reason. I don't necessarily know why. We do see that maybe RAM might be an issue.
It's a big data set, in fact. It's about, I think, 70,000 some observations, if I recall correctly.
So it's possible.
I should.
So it's possible that Jesse is moving over to this cloud environment. What are some of the pros and cons of jumping into RStudio Cloud versus doing RStudio native?
Ooh, are you asking me? Well, I know she was having some issues with crashing. So she doesn't have to manage her environment, so that may be a benefit to doing this in RStudio Cloud. I assume it has like the environment is also managed in the sense that probably has like all of like the libraries and things like pre-installed, etc. So hopefully she doesn't have to like deal with that step. So like taking your work from like your local environment to a cloud environment is hopefully pretty seamless. She's pulled it off here. So yeah, I think those are probably some nice advantages. Yeah, if others have used RStudio Cloud and want to tell us more about it in chat, let us know. I haven't given it a try myself.
Speaking of, letting others speak, we do have one more bio to go through, y'all, and it's none other than Julia Silvie. So let's take a listen to Julia Silvie and what she has to say.
My name is Julia Silvie. I'm a data scientist and software engineer at RStudio. I did take a bit of a circuitous path to land where I am now. I taught and did research for a long time, stay-at-home mom for a few years, worked in ed tech startups. 5 or 7 years ago now, I transitioned into data science. I'm officially an R cat lady. So Leia actually does enjoy coming to sit on my lap when I do data science. Her favorite R packages are obviously purr and for cats. She's a good data science companion. When people come to watch me on Sliced, I think what they're gonna be able to see is someone who values a holistic approach to a modeling problem and process. I have a suspicion that no one who's watching this thinks I'm an underdog, but I just want everyone to stop and think how deeply embarrassing this will be for me if I do badly on this.
And what else do we know about the R cat lady herself, Julia Silvie?
Yeah, so that is, I guess, an answer to one of my questions that I had for Julia before the show. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Julia has already let us know she's a cat person. She is she's team #RCatLadies, she told me. But she has been both a dog and cat owner, all the same. But yeah, she has 2 cats. They're sisters. They're very sweet. So yeah, Julia the cat person. I also, of course, asked Julia what's the best breakfast, and pretty quick and easy recipe from Julia Silvie here today. So Julia is a fan of savory breakfasts, so we got like the fruit smoothie situation from Ethan and Josh, and then apparently Julia and Jesse are more fans of savory breakfast, unless a bodega sandwich is a sweet thing. But in any case, she likes scrambled eggs with bacon, English muffin, tomatoes, etc. So something close to a English breakfast, I guess, or something. I don't know. The tomatoes. But yeah, that's Julia. And then the words that she has for Sliced viewers, all y'all, tonight that she wanted me to share is that these kind of models and ways of evaluating them are just one way of viewing success when it comes to machine learning. In her real-world experience, different constraints are more important. So, which, as, a creator of Sliced, I still obviously have to agree with that. We definitely have some very interesting, unique constraints that our coders experience on our show that, you don't often encounter, or hopefully you don't often encounter these kinds of like pressures and constraints and being evaluated on your meme skills in a real world setting. So Julia's here to remind us of that. And, I've worked with Julia. Her and I overlapped at Stack Overflow, and she is an outstanding data scientist. If we didn't know it already, but yeah, from personal experience, she's absolutely delightful. So, but we are extremely thankful and glad to have her as a contestant on Slice too, to see sort of like what happens, when you do get put up against our unique constraints.
And
So.
here's Julia with using color as a in a log odds format here. So
Yeah, I think this is a package she developed, if I'm not mistaken. The TidyLow package.
Yes,
Someone will correct me if that's wrong.
and this is literally her importing TidyLow and using it to her advantage. Remember, this is completely fair game. It's public out there. Anyone can use it.
I think I've used it. So.
And so, Julia Silgi being able to dabble in TidyLow here, it's not against the rules. Much like how Landon using his bonsai package is not against the rules. It's public. It's out there. People can use it. Anyone can use it. Any of these contestants can do it.
Same with Tidy Text, which was developed by Julia Silgi and David Robinson over, two of our contestants.
That's right. And yes, Julia wondering why pink?
Pink. I am also now wondering that.
Why pink?
So this is like coat color. So this is like, we want to see these in like, used in some kind of like palette. Like I'd probably do something like black, gray, orange, and then like would have to like, bundle all the other colors. But yeah, so you're getting a little bit of a glimpse of all the different colors in that.
Let's get some Sages in chat. Sag in chat for those pink cats, pink dogs, pink bats. Pink
bats. Tick, is that blue tick? I suppose.
That's
a thing.
Let's go back over to Josh, who very much not visually appealing, much like our other contestants who are working on DataViz right now. But he does have he has this plot, which he's been working on pretty.
Sorry, I see the hump day and we're like bumped off day.
That is some.
That's terrible.
That is some evil.
Oh
that is some evil from Josh Polkamp Hart.
Wow.
That is some. Yeah, that is right. Pink Panthers and all the flamingos. Very unfortunate.
We knew that with this data set there was some risk of some morbid jokes. Here we have it. First morbid.
That is right. That is right. This is pretty good, and this is, reading off of Julia's notes here. She is doing some documentation along the way. Who knows what happens to bats, raccoons, and opossums? Who knows? Who knows? Cats and pigs. Okay. And you love to see the making some time for some markdown, making some time for doc.
Yeah.
It might not necessarily lead you towards directly towards data viz or modeling points or meme points, but it can absolutely help you redirect some of your focus if you're trying too many things and you need to condense what you're doing and focus on your pipeline, whether it's data viz or whether it's modeling or whatever it is. Having some notes really important, and I love to see when our competitors write notes to themselves. So this is great.
I hope it. Ooh, I see. She's calling meme get. Let's get it.
The rock driving meme. How does everyone know?
What is that meme?
All these memes.
I don't know.
How does everyone know this?
Do I make enough?
I've never seen Nick do that. That's right. That's right.
Wow, we've got 45 left.
We are.
This is going quickly.
I feel like this is a really fast night, Meg.
It is, and I think that's surprising to me because usually when it's going fast, I feel like I'm being lulled by data visualization. I'm like, oh, look over here, look over there, look over there, look over here. But we're not seeing like an enormous amount of data visualization tonight. I mean, there's definitely some good stuff, but
on the leaderboard, we do see Professor Bottle Services student who won last week's audience participation Kaggle Award. We also see previous contestant, this season's contestant, Jordan Wilhelm, data dude in chat, with a pretty good model, it seems, here. And we also see a great name down here, Adopt All Dogs.
Yeah.
Adopt All Dogs. And we also see next week competitor in Landon putting his hat into the ring. Perhaps this might mean he's either really overfit or maybe multi-class isn't necessarily up his alley. Who knows?
Landon, you can tell us in chat. Which is it? What do
Who
you think?
knows? Who knows? Animals without names means they most likely were not adopted. Oh, that would be some signal there, right?
Yeah, I think there's like some things that are definitely like intuitive in this data set. Oh, here we go. The driving. My model has been training for like 15 minutes, 25 minutes.
Yes. Speaking of perhaps long trains, let's go over to Jessie. Switched over to RStudio Cloud. We'll see if her train is getting underway. It looks like she is typing out her train, using her train data to create what looks like Meg's absolutely favorite, most fantastic, loved plot of all time. A word.
Oh, the
cloud.
word cloud. Yeah, I think I expected a little bit more data visualization from Jessie. We saw I think we saw some super really quick EDA stuff. Saw a bar chart that looked, I think it was like count of like dog breeds maybe. But in past episodes we definitely saw Jessie spending a lot of time on data visualization, and in fact a lot of like kind of really flashy data visualization, but not a ton so far. But she did take a different strategy of diving into modeling really head first at the get-go. So
this does bring me, now that we are winding down.
oh my god, wind it down.
It is. We're getting down to it. We got 40 minutes to go, Meg. Tonight's been lightning fast, but
It has.
this does mean, y'all, we are going to be doing another giveaway.
Another giveaway? Tell us more. Sorry.
By the way, we have date time,
Ooh.
and we have cat rate versus dog rate, but that is not overall adoption rate.
Oh man, that's so close. That's so good. That's so close.
If he had number week, and he had just adoption rate in general.
Right. Oh man. Ouch. That's super close.
He is really diving in, though.
Yeah, he is. And it's so interesting that they're like inverted, cats and dogs. It's like when you're not adopting dogs, you're adopting cats. Like,
Yeah.
weird.
What's interesting is like halfway through, so what would that be, like June, July?
Yeah,
Cats end up getting a higher adoption rate than dogs do?
I guess so.
Do you feel like cats in the summer seem like the better choice?
I have no idea. I mean, I can come up with stories, but you don't want to adopt a dog in the summer when you're going to go on vacation. Like, you want to make sure that you're home with a dog, whereas a cat doesn't matter as much. Maybe, I don't know.
You play outside with dogs, so maybe in the winter you get your dog, and then in the summer you play with them. And then you snuggle with cats in the winter, so you get them in the summer. That way you're ready for the winter, and they don't want to, like, rip up your couches and, claw at your hands or whatever. Yeah, maybe so.
Fair.
But yes, we're going to do another giveaway, y'all. We're going to give away an NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute code. So from our friends over at NVIDIA, they have gifted us a bunch of redeemable codes. You could go to the Deep Learning Institute. It's classes that are self-paced. Think of it like Coursera, except NVIDIA, and there's videos, and there's, what do you call them? Not workshops. Well, there are workshops as well, but tutorials and different assignments you can do that helps you learn all sorts of different things about GPU-accelerated environments, and all the different things that NVIDIA has to offer in their deep learning software and hardware. So if you are interested in getting a Deep Learning Institute token, all you need to do is be active in chat right now. So spam emotes, say hello, introduce yourself, say whether or not you're a cat or a dog person. Whatever you want to do, all you got to do is put a message in chat. And you will be entered into this Deep Learning Institute giveaway. And so we'll give that away at 10:30. So feel free to, anytime between now and 10:30, make sure you say something.
Why 4 meg pie chart? So you've got, what, a word cloud and a pie chart. So we're going to have a violin plot next. Is that... Oh, and we've... Okay.
Why 4 megs?
Everything we hate. Why 4 meg?
Yeah.
If you show that in YouTube video.
If you haven't seen it, I recommend checking out Y4 Meg through the SLICED hashtag. A lot of folks have retweeted it, but apparently Meg has become perhaps infamous for a particular score during the data viz portion of this. But yes, why 4 meg? Why 4 meg?
The eternal question. Why 4?
We see some wild things going over on Ethan's screen. It looks like he's getting a fit error, or at least a fit warning. This is from Seaborn, and I wouldn't be surprised if this crashed his kernel.
Ouch.
I am not seeing any life on Ethan's screen right now. It's possible. It's possible. I don't know. It's possible.
I think, you know what, I am seeing life on Ethan's screen, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me maybe jump back in there. Oh, there we go. Okay, yes, Ethan does have some life in the kernel, so avoided perhaps some sort of weird error that you might get if you maybe put in your variables wrong. He also has this adoption. I'm not too sure if age is in days. No, I don't think it's in days, right? No, I think it is in days.
Yeah, no, it might be in days, yeah. That was in days.
And it's also pretty smooth. He did like some smoothing here.
Yeah.
So you can see that adoption rate. And remember, y'all, there, there is a push to adopt older. If you can adopt senior dogs and cats, it is good, and not only good, it's great. Some of the most famous meme and celebrity pets out there are or were senior dogs and cats, like Marnie. Do you remember Marnie the dog? Anyone? Marnie the dog was a senior adopt.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I adopted my cat when he was like 2.5 or something.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to adopt a kitten. He's not like an older cat by any means, but
26 people in the giveaway right now. If you are not in it, you still have 5 minutes to literally say whatever you want in chat. Whether it's emote, spam, whether it's introducing yourself, saying hi, whatever you want.
it's so easy. Just emote. Like,
It
I
is.
like the knife. I like the knife emote.
I have to mark Nightbot as ineligible. We wouldn't want
That's funny.
to award it Nightbot.
Do you mark like us as ineligible?
Who?
You and I. Like,
Oh, us? Well,
Yeah.
we don't type in chat, so we.
I've been typing in chat. I don't know what you're doing.
Well,
Nick. Like,
I
get
don't.
with it.
I don't. Oh crap! You did type in chat. Yeah, you're ineligible.
Okay, good.
Can contestants win this? Yeah, absolutely. Anyone in chat can win this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love to see the first time chats too.
Yeah, unless you've won it already. The
Amazing.
only caveat is if you've won it before, we want to award someone else. We want to spread the love of all the free things that y'all can get, you know?
Word.
Let's go over to Jesse's screen, and Jesse still working on lots of plots here. We are winding down to almost 30 minutes to go, and the leaderboard, and the way it looks right now, 18 folks on the leaderboard. We see Jesse with 2 submissions, Julia with 3. We see Ethan with 2 from him to himself, and nothing from Josh quite yet. So,
Right.
Josh, quite literally, as we said before, a little slow. You know, he's got a little preheat, and
He's a little slow A, like they say about
wow.
Hey, that's a quote from The Simpsons. Okay, it's okay for me to say that.
So, we do see Josh, he'll turn on the heat, most likely in these last 30 minutes here.
I like this rumor check. Just after today's White House press conference, Biden accidentally hot mic picked up mystery phrase, why for, Meg?
That's right. Why for?
You're gonna feel really weird now whenever you say it.
It's just gonna come off it's just gonna roll off my tongue. That's just how it is, you know. We see over on Jesse's screen what looks like some sort of rug or area plot.
A tree map.
Oh, a tree map.
Tree map. Do you think she's hunting for golden features?
Oh, this has to be.
Absolutely, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. For sure.
We're getting a little more creative with golden features, you know?
Well, it is the playoffs. They are absolutely harder.
Yeah.
They are way harder now.
They're both 10 points.
Here we are on Julia's screen, and Julia doing what we've seen her done many times before in this contest. She is doing some model tuning, and it looks like she is going over into that XG Boost model after training her Boosted Trees model and getting prediction up there. So it looks like she is tuning down, not using any grid search or anything, just, she is using some grid searching, but manually taking a look at how her log loss is performing against all the parameters she's tuned through in her grid search. Ethan over here looking over his notes, and while he does that, I believe a few more seconds. If you haven't jumped into the contest yet, you just have to be active in chat, spam some emotes, say hello, introduce yourself. But we are about to draw, so if you're not in there quite yet, get in there.
I just introduced myself using my chat command.
Oh, that's good.
LOL.
All right, y'all, time to roll. And tonight, oh god, I gotta make sure Nightbot's not in there. Okay, this is good. All right, and tonight it goes to John the Geek.
Woo! Congrats, John the Geek.
John the Geek, congrats on a NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute code. Please feel free to message me on Discord, and I'll send you your code and how to redeem it. And for all of you out there, this isn't your last chance to get at one of these Deep Learning Institute codes. All you gotta do is do really well in the contest publicly.
All you gotta do, yeah.
All you gotta do is beat everyone else.
Easy mode. You don't have to beat our contestants. I mean, you're just competing among yourselves.
That's right. So, subtracting out the contestants.
Subtracting people who've won previously.
Yes, you may be eligible to get a Deep Learning Institute code. And we also are giving out Deep Institute codes next week and the week after, so feel free to stick around and get in those giveaways, whether it's through competing or whether it's through chat. Here we are with Jesse's screen again, and she is doing more tree map modification.
She likes that Wes Anderson palette. Looks like we got Fantastic Fox here. Feels appropriate. That's an animal.
It is. Here we go with Josh, and Josh looks like he is training his model by the looks of things. This looks like a gradient boosted model. Yes, it's a gradient boosted model. He is grid searching through it. We'll see how long this takes, but we do have a lot of data, so I do fear that a grid search so late in the game might be a little too close for comfort. As we see Ethan submit his second submission, and looks like it is outperforming his first. So he's jumped up the board from 0.58 to 0.4849. Going over.
Was it Ethan who had the like LOL owned losers like moment when he made his very first submission on his first episode? I believe
He did.
I think I remember that from the. Ooh. I think I remember that from the supercut. Our video editor Tony.
That is right. He did have some call-outs to chat there, call-outs to his contestants. Absolutely. We do see Josh going through a little RAM issue, I'm guessing. So his screen looks like this while he's going through that model tune. Most likely using up a lot of his resources. So we'll come back to Josh by the time he is done with this grid search. Go over back to Jesse Mostapak.
Moonrise Kingdom. Okay, wrong palette. You're supposed to use animal-colored palettes.
Need to download more RAM. That's right. Downloadmoreram.com. Was that the site? That's how.
Wait. Check out Josh now. We have outcome rates. Ooh, this is age by outcome. Age upon outcome. Not seasonality. Okay. So close. So close.
But he is nailing a lot of different viz, and like we said before, his data viz is, not just quantity but also quality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is right.
So we see a lot of different takes, having the data speak for itself through his visualization. It is pretty nice to see. He is leaving in some artifacts from previous graphs here. We aren't looking at per week anymore. So however you want to factor that into your judging, Meg.
Don't lead me. Don't lead me.
I'm not leading you. I'm just pointing it out. I'm pointing it out,
I think this is gonna be a harder one for me.
Do you feel like the viz is a little more close tonight?
I think it's like tough to say because there's like almost just not a lot of data visualization from my point of view tonight. And I don't know. I think I feel like a little bit thrown off almost, just like the lack of data visualization from I think like Julia and Jesse. I mean, obviously we're seeing a little bit from Jesse right now, but it feels a little bit more on the like golden feature hunting category versus kind of more insights driven data visualization, which is yeah. And also I'm thinking about like I wish we had 5 contestants so that I could give everybody a 4. Meg's gonna have to give some half points tonight to avoid a 4. Did I lose your audio?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
It was like I was hearing like some like pop kind of noises, but I hear you now. So
it's,
we good.
I'm working
are
with
you taking notes?
Oh yeah. I have my I have this pad here with the notes. Y'all can't see it because it's very. It's basically like I'm staring into like a sun every time I stream. So y'all can't really see this, but it's it is there. It is there.
No leaks. No leaks.
Yeah, no leaks. No leaks.
I have my I use a Google Doc. So I've got. I'm typing. I don't know.
Actually, I can show you. Previous weeks looked a little like this. Oh god, this is gonna be impossible to show. Do I do this? Oh yeah, it looked like this.
Ooh.
So you can see all the times I crossed out numbers
Oh my god, yeah, okay, I see. I
In,
see what you mean.
in order to
I see what you mean.
get to the right number. So yes, if you think we just give points willy-nilly here, you would be mistaken.
Oh, hell no. We take this very seriously.
Um,
Judging by how stressed out I get by the data viz portion, yeah. Oh, we've got a new data visualization from Josh.
age as a function of what?
Animal.
Can we figure out line spans?
Maybe.
Line? Unsure what we're getting at here. But
get
let's
there.
go over to Julia. And she is plotting
got?
proportion
Ooh.
to adoption rate, it looks like.
Not over time. Okay.
And this makes sense because there's so many
Yeah.
mixed breeds, right? There's so many mixed breeds that's going to be the highest proportion of adoption.
Yep.
So this makes so much sense. I love that.
That's cool.
Back on Ethan's screen, we see some more feature importance. And we see
Do we...
he also plots dogs versus cats over weeks, but his adoption rate over this is actually slightly different from Josh's.
That's a little concerning. We did give them all the same data set, right?
Yeah, I wonder if there's some like normalization that Josh was doing
Yeah.
versus what Ethan's
Yeah.
doing.
We also, I saw in his feature importance plot, I don't know how new this is, but we still see breed as a very important feature, so...
Oh, here we go with adoption rate by animal. Cats,
Skunk.
Cats are definitely up there. I don't know why dog
Rabbit.
is not there. Yeah, but skunk, rabbit-ish, rabbitish,
Rabbit.
rabbit.
Yeah, there's some, yeah, interesting stuff going on here.
Bat. Sorry, bats. Chickens. You know, we did have a chicken compete in Sliced.
True.
The chicken is quite literally in chat right now.
Yes.
Too many dogs? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why dog isn't. Oh, maybe dog in age is hard because his Y here is age. So unsure.
Yeah, that's something a little odd going on with that, but I know he works like iteratively. Ooh, nice plotting from Julia. Like she's also refining her. Oh, very
Yeah.
cool. That's
I love
pretty.
this. Well,
Yes.
So
Yes.
you know something that's really cool about data viz. We're in sort of an era of data visualization where practitioners really want to show all the data in the data viz. So you're seeing a lot more scatter plots recently. You're seeing a lot more like explicit labeling, and in this case, we're seeing like all of that, but we're seeing it like in a really tasteful way. I think like a lot of the times when we see like tons and tons of scatters and like not like a lot of attention to detail in terms of alpha or sizing, it gets just cluttered, right? And there's a lot of like ink to white space ratio that's distracting. But Julia's done a really nice job at picking her sizing and her alpha and her text sizes in a way that's definitely advantageous to ingesting all the information at once here. So really appreciating that from her. As we see Josh over here with that same plot sorted with a little like cotton candy.
Yeah. Really is, huh?
Yeah, what is this color palette?
Like, why is it cotton candy?
That's what comes to mind, or like bubblegum.
A lot of like thought put into the labels and the colors, and then it's like,
yeah, going from
I
Julia.
feel like I'm at a gender reveal party. Right now.
Going from Julia to Josh. This is.
We ate the hard way.
We are a gender reveal party.
I really do love seeing, like, truthfully, I do love seeing, like, the iteration, like, that is part of the data science process on Slice. It's pretty cool.
Ethan diving into breed counts here, but the plot itself is a little crunched together. Again, like when you're using some default settings, you're not going to get such nice spacing. I wonder if he actually goes in and gives himself a little enough space for that plot, or if he's just going to call it there. We do see Jessie working on some data viz as well, and also doing breed by count. We'll see if she continues with breed by count and cleans up this plot. Maybe sorts, maybe alphabetizes, maybe scales a little. Back over to the Bubblegum Man himself. 8 the hard way. Max ages of animals in shelters.
Max age. Okay.
Okay. Well.
What is 8?
Well, I think this might signify like the limitations of certain shelters. Because some shelters, you might not necessarily be able to host all the animals. There are definitely no-kill shelters, and they're usually gigantic, like acres and acres of land. But in a lot of shelters, especially like in cities or in more urban areas, you won't necessarily see so much land dedicated to these shelters. And so sometimes you're going to see some caps, like on age.
Yeah.
And then ideally, they're just transferred to another shelter or adopted.
They really know the age of that bat? I mean, what's a rabbit? I have a few questions.
What, like, the bat's birthday? Did it come with records, you know?
Aww. So cute.
Back over to Ethan. Ethan.
We just have 15 minutes remaining. I just want to say, like, this is we find out in just over 15 minutes, like,
who's going?
Who the second 2 contestants are that are going into the final 4 next week.
Who is going? And based off Kaggle right now, if these standings hold, we see Ethan with a 3.88 score. Which would put him in first, followed by Julia, who has a 4.84, and Jessie with a 5.61, and we do not know what Josh Polkamp Hart's score is, because he has yet to submit. Almost 15 minutes to go.
I do want to call out, we've got D-Rob, we got David Robinson on the leaderboard, right smack dab next to Landon. Where they belong.
Look at that. Look at that. Is this a preview?
How many times does that happen? How many times does that happen?
Is this a preview of next week, y'all?
That should be the next YouTube supercut, the number of times we've seen D-Rob and Landon.
Landon versus D-Rob. Truly competitive rivals, and they're having fun while they're doing it. So it's really great to see that competitive spirit between them two. Really like to see that. And we do see, speaking of seeing, Ethan submitting his next model up. And actually, oh gosh. Not only did he beat his previous score, right now, from the looks of things, he's actually jumped up into second place on the current leaderboard. Back over to Josh. Josh with a max age adoption rate, but this is by color, so it looks like by the color of the animal. Jessie over here. I think Jessie might be finding her way through DataViz and perhaps finding her way towards the end of Slice tonight. Speaking of other, perhaps, meme anguish.
Oh! Dude, is this tell me this is a live meme, right?
This is. This is absolutely... we also know, oh shit, I didn't train all these with control stack grid. Well, never mind then. So that is literally what the meme is referencing. It is referencing himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I love how like live memeing is like table stakes now.
You gotta
great.
go in.
You got a live meme.
You gotta go in. Josh, not even we have not seen one meme from Josh, and I think Josh kind of knows where he stands on this, right?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does know where he stands on that front.
Yes.
We definitely saw a little bit of his personality shine through, so to speak, in the pre-show Q&A, but
Yes.
it is not on display in the form of memes.
Let's give it up for our contestants, y'all.
Yeah.
You know, hearts in chat, claps in chat. Ethan, Josh, Jesse, and Julia. You know, shout them out. Shout out your teams that you support, and give love to just all the contestants, y'all. When they watch it back, they'd love to see all of you supporting them.
Yeah.
And they definitely do watch this back, by the way. There has not been one contestant I have talked to who did not rewatch the entire playback.
I know. I think about that when I kind of like rip on them a little bit. You know, I'm like, oh God, they're gonna watch this, but I'm like, I gotta do it for the content.
I do. I never think about that. I'm like, let it fly. Let it fly, you know?
I overthink everything, but maybe that just makes me more evil because I think about it and then I do it anyway.
You gotta let it fly, Meg.
I'm like, our contestants tonight sucked.
Oh, that would never happen.
No. All of our contestants have been fantastic.
We do see at the top here, which you can't see behind my gigantic head, but I will say that Julia has been tuning this model for the last 23, going on 24 minutes. We do have less than 11 minutes remaining, so we'll see how long this takes, but it's going to be a tight one. It will be a very tight squeeze for Julia Silvie. Right now sitting second place if we go off the public leaderboard. Here we are with a plot based off what looks to be color and breed.
Yeah, so I think we're looking
name and breed.
at name.
Name and
we're
breed.
looking at names. So she's, I think, looking at what is the most distinctive name per animal type. So we've got Tucker for bird, X for cat, Tyson for dog, and Rosie for bats. etc.
Bats. Oh, here we go. She's
Let's sort it. Yeah, okay. Now we've got Marley for a bird, Sylvester for cat,
Chico
for dog, and
Sylvester and Middens.
The bat.
She is loving Sylvester, Middens, and Bubbles.
You know, I saw in the dataset all these like asterisks near names, and I was kind of hoping somebody would take a look at what that.
Yeah.
Maybe could kind of figure out what that meant, because I don't know.
So much data tonight. Every model takes so long to fit. Yeah, that when we do some recon on the data sets, we try to keep it somewhere in the tens of thousands. Sometimes it gets up into the hundreds of thousands, but that does get considered. But it also is its own problem, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when we're talking about multi-class, you gotta have a lot of rows, right?
Yeah.
Ethan here, still working with adoption rate by color, did clean up some of the sizing here, so you don't see overlapping text anymore. And he does say something creative with color, and remember, Meg, something creative with color would be on the way towards a golden feature, but
gotta be the right kind of creative.
It needs to be some sort of hue by color, some sort of grouping by color. We're not quite seeing that yet. I don't think we've seen it from anyone. Mm-hmm. And here we are with a wild word plot, a word cloud from Jessie here.
Intense.
I believe she is trying to figure out what shape of this. This is a name word cloud. So while Julia went with the more data-driven approach, we're seeing the artistic approach here. Yeah. Still data-driven. Count would be the size of the names, but
I love how it renders. Like
this is I feel
another meme from Julia. Me boost can't be installed on M1 chips.
Oh
Also, me,
my
you have no
god.
modeling points so far, so
Those end.
that's great. That's great. Oh, now we've got the same. Looks like we were looking at the spay neuter field.
That's
by
right.
Name. Looking at again log odds.
Julia is absolutely going through DataViz right now. She had like
I know.
She absolutely has like this. You know, this is what's cool about it is when you really get into the data and you find something you really like, and it just
Yeah.
aligns. Like, oh, let's just like get into names. You could really dive into the DataViz super hard. And again, you know, I've been saying this for weeks. We haven't even reached the limits of DataViz in terms
Yeah.
of this competition. This is like one of those new cool things that we haven't seen quite before. And
Yeah.
and
It's forced them to do a little bit with text in this data set, I think.
that's right.
I haven't seen it.
Did you see-
Jackson,
did you
Bella,
see-
Princess.
Jesse posting another score up there. Oh, is she really going to go for a Sankey?
I see bump chart again. I don't think you can do a bump chart. She's looking for inspo, looks like.
Yes, going through gallery. That is important and smart. You
I've
know,
got my color from Ethan.
we haven't seen Josh in a while. Josh, uh-oh. Error in the model frame. Error in the model frame. Does he have anything up yet?
You know, I haven't seen anything from Josh on the LB yet tonight.
I don't see any. Oh no. We have less than 7 minutes to go, and Josh cannot get his data out. Cannot get his preds out. Oh my god. Oh no, Meg.
Oh god.
Please be this. Please be okay. All you gotta do is save and upload the right column. Okay, so he's looking at the column. You just need to save it in the right. Oh my goodness. Okay, back to Julia. Julia,
can do
make
it.
more plots or find interesting pet names. See, she was doing this. She was doing it.
Make a word cloud of the most interesting pet.
She was absolutely doing what we were just saying.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, do it in Excel. We've seen contestants whip out Excel to last minute format their submissions. Come on, Josh.
We gotta see Josh. Josh is okay. Josh. All right. So he's gonna write. He's writing. He wrote out. All right. All you gotta do is put it up there.
Sub 1, sub first, sub
This
last.
would be sub 1. This would be 6 minutes. Less than 6 minutes left. I'm gonna assume that with this right, he's gonna be fine. But I do wonder about the column names. If he's getting the right column names,
He's gonna get the right format too. Yeah, so it's a little different format. So
Pet
we're looking.
the
We've got like that. Yeah. Ooh, pet the rainbow.
I believe he's doing this to
If he had made the common colors into a palette and then used that
It'd be so cool.
instead of the cotton candy gender reveal party palette. Close. No one says no one wants brown animals.
Oh.
I thought like because of like the superstition about like black cats or whatever that like black animals were less likely to be adopted or something.
Yeah, this is my mouse right here. You see that adoption rate at 0.4 and that brown animal adoption rate.
And we've got it's kind of like that purplish color towards the end there. I don't know. What that is. Maybe a court flip would suit him.
Julia's
See this plot?
We let me go back to Julia in a second. Oh yes.
I saw it.
Julia with by color now. More names. God, I love that Julia's diving all the way into this name stuff.
I do too. I like it quite a bit. So this is looking at color, like unique colors and names. Ooh.
That's right, unique colors and names. And
So
and
mixed
again,
for
she's
black,
she.
mixed blue is McGruber. Sorry.
It's interesting because she's also pulling out like that human level because we don't have like black the color black related to like the actual color of the animal name, but she is pulling out like onyx as a black name, a black animal name, or like in terms of white, snowy or snow white or cotton, like all of these like white object
I love
things.
it.
Yeah, so she's really like pulling out some of these uses. Again, it's not necessarily data visualization what she's doing here, but it's providing so much context as to like the reason why you might do something like this. So that's absolutely fantastic from her. That does not go unnoticed. It won't go unappreciated, but it is not necessarily data viz. But
what do you mean it's not data viz?
Typing notes here shouldn't count as
typing
data viz.
Oh, you're talking about typing notes. Oh, I mean, I think that's like the insight that you see from the plot itself. So yeah,
That's
I
right.
was looking at the plot as you were reading her notes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but she's taking those insights out. So, and I think that's awesome.
True.
But the plot itself is what I am grading her on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
So we see this over on Jesse's screen. This is animal outcome by plot type on the stacked bar looking chart.
Why form make on YouTube?
I'm
I'm not drinking water tonight.
Here's Josh again. It looks like common names at the show. So Josh is diving in to something that Julia was already doing. But 10:58. Do we see a submission from Josh on the board? We do see a submission from Josh. He does have a score up there, but I don't think he's actually doing anything else in terms of scoring. So if this does stand, Josh would be right now 4th, Jesse would be 3rd, Julia would be 2nd, and Ethan would be 1st if he isn't going to do anything else for modeling. Less than 2 minutes to go, and so I don't think Josh is going to go again into the modeling realm. I think that might be his only submission there. Julia here again. She is really just trying to find more in the names. Josh here, looking also at names and stacking them between a cat, dog, and other, and numbers in the system. Lots of dog name overlap, it looks like. Does that just mean like dog people are just uncreative in terms of naming? Hot take.
Yeah.
Hot take. Jesse here with animal type outcome with that size plot. Ethan over here, I gotta restart his stream. Ethan over here is replaying Y4 Mag. So that is what we see over on Ethan's screen.
Amazing. 1 minute left.
That's it on my screen. I'm seeing
Yes. Okay.
I
So,
see time.
Contestants know they should stop coding, throw their keyboards on the ground. Hopefully they're making their final submissions.
Oh my goodness, look how cute his dog is.
Is this an 11th hour like vie for the chat
This
vote?
this
Josh.
is more puppy
Yeah,
for chat
more-
votes. Oh my goodness. Here's Julia's screen. We see Jesse is done here. Thanks, y'all. I had so much fun being a part of Sliced. Aww.
We had fun with you too.
Yeah, Jesse. We'll see if that continues. And then here we are with the last submission from Ethan, and we're ready to go, Meg.
Yeah. Are we ready to go?
It's up to you.
Oh yeah, we should kick off. First things first, right, chat? Like you've got to let us know what you think. So one component of the contestant score tonight is the chat vote. Who did you like the best? Completely subjectively. Who is your favorite contestant? Who won your heart? Who won your mind? So let me kick this chat off. So that's going to be worth 10 points to the number 1 winner of the chat vote, and then 5 points to the number 2 chat vote. So our contestants tonight, as a refresher, as if we haven't been talking about them for the last 2.5 hours, are Ethan, Jesse, Julia, and Josh. So I'm gonna kick this off starting now. And go! Start voting for your favorite contestants. Shout out who you're voting for in chat. See if you can sway anybody your way, whether it's Jesse, Ethan, Josh, or Julia. I feel like Ethan should be Jethan with this slate of contestants. Jethan, Julia, Jesse, Josh.
All the J's tonight.
All the J. Yeah. A lot of J names.
Let's take a look at those results right now. Y'all are still doing it, so this is what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, Ethan won the chat vote when it came to finding his placement in the playoffs.
Remember,
he pulled away tonight.
First place does get 10, second will get 5. Jesse and Julia in a very tight race here.
Wow. Can't believe we pit coworkers against each other. Oof. Sliced. Cruel.
Oh.
See me, I'm getting my we'll share them. I'm getting my whiteboard ready.
This is so close. 2 votes away. 2 vote difference separates 10 and 5 points between these competitors.
Come on, there's a lot of you in chat. There's a lot of you in chat. We've got a few seconds remaining. Plenty of time to lift your hand, lift your cursor, drag it towards the poll, click the button, choose your favorite contestant. Think about how much work our contestants have been putting in to live coding for the last 2 hours.
I hate if I have to do it that way. Oh my god, I don't.
I'm just an evil bad person now, and I don't feel bad about giving Julia 0 points tonight. Oh my god, it's a tie!
Oh my god, it is a tie.
Wow!
Wait, so what did we do before?
You are splitting the vote. Damn.
What did we do before for ties, Meg? Do you remember?
No, does chat
remember?
I think we did a playoff.
No, no, we had a precedence.
Yeah, I think, did we run another poll? Is that what we did?
Did we run another poll, or did we give them?
Yeah, I think we did a runoff. Yeah, people are saying in chat that it was a runoff.
Was it a runoff?
I think it was. I think we got to do a runoff.
Okay, so we get 2.
Oh my god. Okay.
So it's
I mean, it's what chat wants anyway, right? We want to do. Oh my god, this is. Okay,
So it's just Jesse and Julia then. That is just.
I literally just said, I can't believe that we're pitting coworkers together. And now, more than even before, we're pitting coworkers together. Jesse and Julia, both amazing. Our ladies, our studio folks. Humans, chat.
Wait,
vote.
did they also tie Josh and Ethan just now?
Oh shit! Did you grab a screenshot? I did not.
And they did. It was ties at the bottom as well.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, well for the bottom, we'll go based off the public leaderboard. So we'll go Josh first.
Okay, cool.
Just because it's you know, it doesn't make sense, right?
All right. I wish I could randomize the order of the polls, so this could be a truly scientific form of data collection, but I can't. So who wins the chat vote runoff? So who gets 5 points? Who gets 10 points? We don't have. There's no half points. No half points in Sliced. We can't split the vote. This is tense. Oh my god, it can't tie again. Maybe Nick, we can't show the score or something live, or do you? Oh, you do see that live anyway.
You see it live anyway.
You see it live anyway. Well, chat, don't tie it up again. Can't believe this. 2 ties. Okay. I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, if they try again, they each have to submit a meme, and we vote on the meme. Meme sudden death. I like your thinking, D-Rob. I like your thinking. That may be an idea we borrow for some season 2 stuff, or maybe some championship stuff. Yeah. Stop the count. All right, there's still plenty of time to vote. No, keep going, keep voting, keep voting. We can't leave it like this. We cannot leave it like this. Y'all, don't do this to us. You guys. No. Thank you.
Oh
you.
my god,
Alright.
chat.
No.
Chat just wants to do it! No! Chat just wants chaos!
No. Don't do this.
Chat
guys.
just wants chaos!
No, this is absolute chaos.
Chat just wants chaos! Oh my god!
She's voting for chaos. No.
Oh, by one
Oh my
vote.
god. Oh my god.
Oh
That
god.
is absolutely insane, you guys. Chat, Nick. Oh my god. Okay, well, I think we all know. Truly, they obviously deserve to split the vote.
Oh,
they obviously deserve to split the
God.
vote. Can't let that happen.
Chat,
Sorry.
you're on timeout, chat.
Yeah, that was
You're on timeout, chat.
Bad
Oh my
behavior.
god.
But we do have Jesse then as the winner of the chat vote. With 10 points then. And Julia is our second place winner of chat vote with 5 points. No, we're not doing another revote. No way.
Oh my god.
Absolutely insane.
Oh my god, you guys. Right now we are calculating some stuff here, so just hold on, bear with us, and we'll get going on DataViz. But
Do you want me to do golden features?
yes,
Nick,
let's hear the
we can do
golden
that.
features. Yes.
Yeah, so as a reminder for folks who have been watching, or if you've just joined, perhaps if you're one of the contestants, our golden features tonight were first to use the animal color in a palette, in a plot, somehow, some way. So you had a column of data that was like the coat color or something of the animals, and if you'd kind of use that as a plot, plot counts or something, that would have been a golden feature. The second golden feature was Nick and I were interested in like seasonality over the course of the year and adoption rates, or that could be adoption outcome rates. Here comes the 4. And that was the second golden feature. So unless any of our contestants want to contest me or Nick, I believe we just had one contestant discover a golden feature tonight, which was Ethan. So we saw Ethan did the plot of the adoption rate seasonality. We saw Josh come really, really close, and we had some very intense debate in chat about whether it counted or not, that he plotted it by week or hour or something more like that kind of like period. But Nick and I were very, very specific that we wanted to see something about seasonality, and in fact, it was very delightful in me kind of clarifying the golden feature, describing we want to see like, oh, rates go like this during the summer, rates go like this during like Christmas, and literally Ethan called it, and he titled his plot like both mentioning summer and Christmas as distinct periods during in his adoption rate seasonality plot. So kudos Ethan for discovering 10 golden features, or 10 points, a 10-point golden feature. And hearing, Julia wants me to say the golden feature, color golden feature again. So this was to use the colors of the animals as a color palette in a plot, any kind of plot. So if you had used like plotted like counts of animals and then like colored those bars by animal color as the palette, that would have been the other golden feature. So. That puts our totals so far. We have Ethan with 10 points. we have Jesse with 10 points from chat, and we have Julia with 5 points, and so far Josh with 0 points.
All right, you ready to go, Meg, for Data Viz?
Yeah, remind me what order that we're gonna go
We're
in.
gonna go Josh, Ethan, Julia, Jesse.
Okay, Josh, Ethan, Julia, and Jesse. So I should not have said that I was ready. Okay, so Josh first. Let me just make sure that all my numbers add up. They do. Okay, I am ready.
All right, Meg. 3, 2, 1, Josh. Why 6, Meg? I also said
hell yeah.
6. I also said
Yeah.
6.
Cool. All right, team 6 for Josh. I really liked Josh's data visualizations. I think he had perhaps compared to last episodes, less in the way of volume, but I thought his quality was still great. And I just really love seeing his process of iterating on his plots, because they really always end up in a super high quality kind of end result that is something that's actually really insightful. And I also appreciated that insight was brought into his chart titles, his captions, and things like that. He took a lot of care and thought in his not all of his color palettes, but some of his color palettes. And so overall, yeah, I kind of put Josh at kind of the upper end of data visualization performance in tonight's episode. What about you, Nick?
Very similar.
thoughts?
No, very similar. I would say the big thing about Josh is his way to move through data visualization seems so fluid, and we saw that again tonight. 6 points in a really close data visualization race is going to be a lot of points in my opinion. So, yes,
Yep.
very well respected data visualization from the very well respected Josh Polkamp Hart. I would say, let's go to Ethan, and while we're doing that, maybe you might want to clarify in the Discord, in the contestant chat. But I am ready for Ethan whenever you are.
I am ready.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, Ethan. Y5 Meg.
Y5 Meg indeed, folks. So I actually really liked Ethan's plot. So I think they were really understated, and we didn't spend a ton of time, digging into his plots because they weren't as maybe visually striking, etc. But I thought that they brought a lot of insights, and I really thought just sort of the volume of insights through Ethan's plots were really great. So not only the plot that earned him the golden feature, that was the adoption rate seasonality plot. He kind of really just covered a lot of insights in the data itself. I think Nick, you would say he let the data breathe through his visualizations. Looking at things like age and time of day, and he was, among all of our contestants, he also looked at adoption rates by different names and things like that. So I just think he covered a lot of ground with his data visualization, and he was very utilitarian in his approach. But I think it served him well. So that is what earned him a 5 in my book, or my whiteboard rather.
All right, ready for Julia?
Oh wait, what did you give? What did you give Ethan?
I gave Ethan 3.
Okay, so I did 5 and 3, and Josh was 6 and 6. Okay, so next is Julia.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, Julia. I gave Julia 7. You gave Julia 7 as well. Why 7?
Heck yeah. Twinsies, Josh and Julia, 7 and 6. I think Julia, early on, I was a little worried. Like, do you remember the very first episode? Julia in chat, do you remember the first episode I had to give Julia like a 1 or a 2 or something? Like, that like wrecked me. Like, I think I said I had nightmares or something like that. And so maybe for like the first hour or so of night, we didn't see a ton of data visualization from Julia, and I got a little nervous, you know? I'm like, am I gonna have to do this again? Depending on how the other contestants play. But Julia ended up really, I think, wowing us with those tidy log odds data sets that really dug into a lot of great aspects of the text data sets, or the text columns, excuse me. And, you know, brought a lot of like insights along with that. And she also did, you know, on top of that, she did do some, you know, just typical like modeling visualization, as well as like some EDA. So I am very much looking forward to hopefully seeing Julia's data visualizations in a forthcoming blog post about her performance tonight on SLICED, because I think they are publication ready.
Yeah, I love Julia's drill down. You know, thought it was amazing going through all those text names. All right, let's do Jesse. You ready? Oh God, I'm not.
Now you know how it feels.
Chat already knows, okay? Chat already knows.
Chat already knows. They can add.
All right, 3, 2, 1, Jesse. Why for Nick? Get it?
Why for, Nick? Why don't you go? Why don't you say why for? I can go.
Yes. Go for 2. Why 2, Meg?
Yeah. So I think, you know, I'm not really sure. I'm very interested in sort of like what Jesse's experience was with the data set. But I think what we saw from Jesse was pretty solidly, in my mind, a lot of like golden feature hunting tonight, just kind of like taking different plots, you know, from the gallery that she was browsing and applying those to the data set, as opposed to kind of taking something from the data set and then applying a plot to it in a more kind of opinionated way. And I think we are at a level of the competition where we want to see insights, and I think that's what the other contestants kind of brought to tonight's episode, was a lot of like insight extraction. And I think from Jessie, especially compared to honestly her performance in past episodes too, is a lot more kind of like a little bit of like a box ticking. And I sound like an asshole, but that's why 2 for me. That's why 2 for me, for Jessie.
Yeah, I give her a little more credit than that. I thought, again, she had a lot of creativity in terms of the different plots she was showing. She was definitely going out of the realm of typical. And obviously, when you have a lot of text data, she went towards text-like plots. Yep. When you have a lot of categorical data, she went to a lot of categorical visualization. And I thought that was natural, so I didn't want to discredit her for not doing, you know, that kind of visualization route. I do feel that, you know, that route versus Ethan's route, where it seemed a little more heavy towards histograms and really basic or out-of-the-box default plotting. I did feel like Jesse's, how Jesse worked through the data visualization fit the data set a little more better than just doing some, you know, your histograms and your model metric stuff. So, you know, it was really close between Ethan and Jesse, but Julia and Josh, I mean, truly it was Julia's game tonight in my mind. I really tried to give her 8, but ended up with 7, just because I didn't want to give... just because I didn't want to give Ethan or Jesse less points. So, that's how that ended up happening. So, going into the modeling, where do we stand, Meg?
Yeah, so we stand. So Josh is currently at 12 points that he's picked up from data visualization tonight. Ethan is at 18 points. Julia is at 19 points, and Jesse is at 16 points. So far, Julia's on top with 19, followed by Ethan, 18, Jesse, 16, and Josh, 12.
Okay,
Pretty close.
This is gonna be insane.
Good. Give me insane. Yes.
Music off. This is absolutely bonkers. This is
music off. Make it more intense.
This is extremely close. Remember, the lowest log loss score is the best. And we'll start with Josh. Josh's multi-class log loss value, his model metric is 0.6707.
All right.
0.6707. That is Josh Polkamp Hart. You have to beat, and by beat, I mean you have to be lower than 0.6707. Ethan Douglas. Ethan Douglas has a score of 0.42.
Oh, wow.
0.42.
Okay.
Ethan Douglas with a score of 0.42. He's currently in the lead. Second place would be Josh right now. Before we go to the next one, by the way, I would like to just award out the Kaggle chat vote.
Oh yeah, good idea.
You know, to the person who has not received it yet, and that person, let me just make sure me and Meg are okay with this. This person hasn't.
Don't believe so.
Okay. Congratulations to Age of Neil. Age of Neil. You have won yourself some Kaggle swag
Kaggle.
and NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute token. So we'll contact you through Kaggle. Back to the program at hand. Right now we have Ethan with 0.42, Josh with 0.67, Julia Silgi has a score of 0.52.
All right.
0.52. So that puts Ethan in first, Julia second, Josh third. Right now, as it stands, Ethan is advancing to the playoffs. Right now, as it stands, Ethan is advancing. He cannot be worse than second in modeling, meaning he has enough points to advance to the playoffs. That means, depending on where Jesse places, this either means Julia,
Oh my god.
Julia or Jesse will advance.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Depending on Jesse's score, either one of Julia or Jesse will
I'm
advance.
deciding if I want to see some reacts from Julia and Jesse in chat right now.
Okay, depending on Jesse's score. Jesse needs to beat Julia's score of 0.52. She needs to beat 0.523 to be specific. To move on to the playoffs.
Okay.
Jesse Mostapek, you have a score of 0.5.
No. Oh my god.
8. 0.58. That means Julia Silgi, Ethan Douglas, you both are moving into the playoffs, into the semifinals, continuing your slice playoffs. It is the end of the road for Jesse Mostapek and Josh Polkamp Hart. The scores tonight: Ethan 48 points, Julia 29 points, Jesse 21 points, and Josh 12 points.
Oh my god. So dramatic. I mean, have we forgotten about how close that chat vote was tonight? I mean, wow.
Yeah,
outstanding night.
I mean, to be honest, that chat vote could have changed everything. Golden feature could have changed everything, but we do have Ethan and Julia. That means next week we are seeing 2 Python users, 2 R users, and those 2 R users are D-Rob and Julia Silvie.
Damn. Who could have predicted? Yeah.
So we have
incredible.
Ethan Douglas.
Yeah, and that's right. A little mini Stack Overflow reunion happening too.
Ethan Douglas, Landon Buchner, Julia Silvie, David D-Rob Robinson. This is going to be
Hell yeah.
an absolute wild one next week, Meg.
Wow. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm ready.
Next week's semifinals. Y'all, how was it? How was it tonight, y'all? Hearts in chat, claps in chat for our contestants, y'all. Hearts in chat and claps in chat for our contestants. And absolutely big hearts to Josh and big hearts to Jesse. Fantastic season. Amazing season from both of you. Extremely incredible performances from data visualization to modeling to chat to memes. Everything was fantastic from you two. Thank you so much for competing. Thank you so much. With that said, y'all, it is time. So stick with us for the raid. And
Wars in chat from Meg, thank you.
And yeah, thanks. It is time for us to raid, and we are gonna go raid. Nope, not that person. I want to raid Sympathy again. That's my homie. She's my homie.
Let's do it.
Yep, we're going. We're going to Sympathy's chat. Stick with us for the raid, y'all. Remember, y'all. Next week, another thrilling, invigorating, life-altering moment of Sliced bound to happen.
Life-altering.
I hope y'all are there for that. Remember, Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And remember, I stream every day, Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Big thanks to y'all. I'm Nick Wan. I'm the manager of data science over at KFC. Meg?
I'm Meg Risdall. I lead product at Kaggle.
And thank y'all for joining us tonight. Semifinals next week. 2 weeks. We got the championship for the knife. Join us in the raid. Thanks for everyone who donated. Thanks for all the subs. Thanks for the bits. If you haven't followed yet, please follow. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, please join that Discord. Follow us offline. Use the hashtag SLICED. Thanks to our supporters, RStudio, Streamlit, NVIDIA, and Z by HP. Have a good night, y'all. I'll see you over in Sympathy's stream.